You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's going on, family? It's the boy Coach Malachi in the building, and we are back. Too Many Podcast. We back up in this BI, man. Salute to the family. Peace to the family. Y'all know what time it TI is, man. It is what it is.
To this day.
Yeah, man. To this day, man. Happy Thursday. I think we got a heavyweight fight coming on this weekend. We got Waterley and Daniel Dubois. So, yeah, that's gonna be a good little banger over there. And that's gonna be a good little banger because the UK got all the goddamn heavyweights. So, y'all know how that is. They got that on lock. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, when we had it over, I ain't gonna lie, we had our run though over here. When we had boxing, we talking about, damn, dog. I could just reminisce now. You see what I'm saying? Just when we had, because I remember how it was, then I'm looking at how it is, and how it is not where it's not, it ain't where it's, you know what I mean? How it is, it reminds me of what it ain't. I just say that. How it is reminds me of what it ain't. You know what I mean? But, one thing about me, I don't complain. Ain't nothing to complain about. Shit. I ain't tripping either way. You did. You know what I mean? We're going to roll with the punches. I got some good stuff coming down the pipe. You know what I mean? But I'm going to keep my mouth closed. I ain't saying nothing to nobody about it. But been working very diligently. I can promise you that. I need to be doing some double time. That's why on the weekends, I don't like really going live, because on the weekends, I got to try to, it's busy. But I try to get the busy shit out the way and then lock in. And then now, I'm finished doing everything what I needed to do, though. So now I'm finna get ready to, we finna get to it. We finna get motherfucking to it, boy. Lord have mercy. Boy, y'all have no idea. Anyways, let's get ready to get into the show. Let's see what we got right here. Who we got here, man? We got D4L. Shout out to D4L. D4L in this BI. Hold on, let me pull my thing. Pull my soundboard down. All right, cool. Hold on. Y'all hold on for a minute. All right, there we go. That's more like it. That's probably what I should have did just instead of doing that. Just go right there. Go right there to Hagler. Let y'all see Hagler a little bit. And then, okay, cool. There we go. Yeah, we finna get into it, man.
Okay.
For sure. You know what I mean? Today's gonna be a good show. It is what it is. Hey, man, happy Thursday to everybody, man. Happy Thursday. I'm sitting here, man. I'm looking at, Agent Broner has taken over. Like, bro, I told you I watch more non-boxing content than boxing content in today's time. It just ain't really, you know what I mean? It ain't there no more for me. I'm done. It really ain't there no more for me. You know what I mean? I'm making a pivot. So, it's just kind of, I'm like, damn, this dude everywhere. He on all the hip hop blogs, TMZ, Tasha K's, the Manosphere, the divested movement, the divestment, the divested movement, for the divested, like he's in all of the, of course for the gang goofy shit, you see what I'm saying? But I'm like, bro, if this was a social experiment, it proves one thing. It proves that people social media is totally different from social media is virtual reality. So I guess you want to say it's virtual reality or something shit like that. I don't know. You know what I mean? But you know, I put it this way. There's a lot of artificial intelligence. It's the right word, artificial. I come from the real intelligent, real intelligence. You see what I'm saying? Error. Well, you had to get the butter from the duck and the duck from the butter, right? We are in the age of artificial intelligence. You can artificially be rich on social media. Bro, like I can really tell y'all like just how a lot of this shit go. Like, you can literally get, like, you can but y'all have no idea, man. Like the flogging, put it this way, the flogging is at an all-time high in 2026. Flogging. If you don't know what flog is, that you know that's a term we've been using down here in Florida for a long time. I mean, ever since I was a kid. I'm talking about the early 80s. I'd probably say early to mid, probably like 80, 83, 80, well, probably before that. But I'm saying from what I can remember, probably like maybe 84, somewhere around there on up or something like that there. You know what I mean? You know, because they were talking a little bit differently before that. But yeah, man, the flogging. So when I think of social media, I think of flogging. I think of artificial intelligence. hey, on the real though. On the real, that's what I think about. I think about flogging and artificial intelligence. Social media is that commercial. It's a commercial that used to come on when I was growing up, when I was a little jitterbug, when I was a little whippersnapper. It's a commercial that used to come on, an Army commercial. It says, be all you can be in the Army. And social media reminds me of the Army, of that commercial. You can be all you can be on this motherfucker. True. You can be a gangster if you want to be on here. You can be a gangbanger if you want to be over here. Now I ain't saying over here on this channel. I'm just saying on social media. You know, you can be a pimp or player. You can be a lawyer. You can be a mama and a daddy combined into one. Hey, you can be a dummy. You know what I mean? You know what a dummy is? A dummy is a cross between a mommy and a daddy. You dig? To this day. You know what I mean? You know, my son. You know, oh, my son ass niggas. Anyways, let's get ready to get into the show. Now, a lot of, you know, a few people hit me up. Hey, check this out. Hold on. I gotta say this. I got to say this. Oh, I got to say this, everybody. You know what I mean? Because man, I had a nigga hit me up. Hit me up 3:18 in the morning. Called me 3 times. Well, no, yeah. Once at 3:15 and twice at 3:18. He called the 530 number, 530-494-9636, the show number. And, you know, when that phone rings, my phone rings. You know what I mean? It goes directly to my phone and I answer, right? Because it's a Google number, right? So I didn't, you know, I'm like, I woke up, I'm like, who the fuck is this? I didn't even answer the phone. I just put it back down, right? So when I woke back up this morning, that shit was on my mind. I said, man, who the fuck calling me, motherfucker? You know what I mean? Like, goddamn, you know, I thought it was a spam call. I'm looking at it, right? And then they left a message. And the message sounded like a nigga was drunk. I don't know. The number was from Cleveland, Ohio. Number says it's a Cleveland number. 216. A 216 number. Cleveland number, right? That's what it say, right? I say, when I heard the message, I say, he called the boxing number? Who in the hell? Now, he probably was up late watching the replay and all that stuff there. But who in the hell called a mofo 3-something in the morning? But now that I'm thinking about it, if he's watching a replay, and he sounded like he was old, if he watching a replay, He probably thinking it was live. Oh, yeah, nigga, it's 3-7 in the morning. I'm finna call that nigga, dog, 3-7 in the morning. He live, you know, about my, you know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, my God.
To this day.
I'm dead there. I can let y'all hear the message, bro. He said, man, it sound like he was drunk. I can let you hear the message. You get what I said, man, God damn. Devin Haney feels disrespected over powerful pound rankings. But did Bill Haney just leak $100 million, $100 million, what is it? What is it? $100 million mystery deal. True. Somebody had sent me this, hey, coach, because people send me shit all the time. Coach, you know, like a blue blood post some shit. I have somebody hit me up, man. Blue blood said this. What you think about this, coach? You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, man, you know, I'm like, hey, man, you know, if that's what he say, that what he say. You know what I mean? I ain't really got much to say about that. You get what I'm saying? And cause me, I'm the type of dude, I take the wait and see approach. Cause I don't get excited. I don't get the Holy Ghost about nothing I hear. I don't give a damn who it come from in boxing. I don't get excited because I know since I've been in this sport online, bro, like it be so much cap. The niggas be lying so much, and it be so much cap. And I know this shit ain't real. This shit is virtual reality. This shit is Simon Says. This shit is Tasha K, TMZ, As the World Turn, All My Cheering, you know, the Guiding Light, General Hospital, you know, Charlamagne, you know, The Breakfast Club, Wendy Williams. I know what this shit is. True. Yeah. I see what it is. And everybody else, and everybody else see what it is too. As soon as you let the fugazis come through the back door, as soon as you let the influencer boxing fans come through the back door, it's a wrap. It's over with. Gotta thank i.e. Ryan Garcia and Jake Paul for that, especially Jake Paul. Motherfucker got a world ranking right now. Hey, the section about it, they got Jake Paul ranked. Man, this shit don't got some fugazi over here, dog. I'm talking about fugazi. Hey, listen. The American boxers are some of the most pompous, entitled, misinformed, arrogant mofos you ever want to meet. This the only country in boxing a nobody nigga can tell somebody who's doing greater things than them. This is the American boxer in a nutshell. When I say American boxer, I'm not saying every boxer in America, but I'm saying I'll put it this way. I'm gonna say the American popular boxers. The ones who got the name and the notoriety, we gonna say that. Only in America, the nigga who done less than the guy that's above him talks as though the guy that's above him is nothing and he himself is everything. And I'm like, okay, fam. Y'all talk this big money shit, this big Willie shit all the time, right? Big Willie popping your collar, this and that. I said, okay, well, if you want to talk money, if that's what validates you in the eyes of the public, this dude here been on the Forbes list 3 years in a row. This dude here selling out football stadiums. 55,000. And he a little motherfucker. This dude here, if you want to talk about accolades, since that's what you want to talk about, he's running laps around you. any nigga over here that's talking about them. Running laps around you. You not even known like that in your own backyard. But the dude you talking about is on billboards, major mega commercials, Forbes lists, you know, legacy cemented in this name written in cement, legacy cemented in the cement is dry. These motherfuckers over here fighting in the Hulu theater. Telling motherfuckers, yeah, dog, you know what I'm saying? You ain't popping till you popping over here. My nigga, you ain't popping over here. True. Hey, bro. Hey, Jamie. And listen, a dude who ain't popping telling the dude who is popping that he ain't popping until you popping over here where I'm from. But you ain't popping where you from. He popping where he from. Why you ain't popping where you from? Like, I mean, I'm just, you know, I just me. You know, again, I ain't saying no names. And again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. I ain't saying no names. But I ain't ducking no smoke neither. True. I ain't ducking no smoke because I could defend my position very easily. Anyways, let's get into the show. Now, in a recent interview by Inside Ring with Max Kellerman and Shady McCoy, LaShawn McCoy, they had Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez on there, right? And hold on, another thing. What I told you guys. I got some good old tea over here. I got some turmeric tea. It was turmeric and something else in this motherfucker tea bag, and then I got the green tea bag. I like to drink two. When I drink tea, I like to have two tea bags. Sometimes I mix them up, mix and match them and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? You know, kind of like what Roller do with crayons. I like to mix it, match them. You get what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Coach Eddie. Coach Eddie, what's going on, fam? hey, Daniel say McCoy definitely don't know shit about boxing. Facts. They got a football player that inside the ring, and they talking about boxing. You can't make this up. To this day. This man is a football player. If you're gonna have somebody working inside of the ring, at least have some boxing. Again, as much as I don't like Malik, as much as I like and don't like Malik Scott, because Malik Scott be on some hyperbole shit. You know, Malik Scott full of shit. He talk like he's one of the most intelligent sounding talking mofos you ever want to meet. But be saying some of the dumbest shit in the most intelligent way. You know what I mean? That's all it is. He from North Philly, so them North Philly niggas a motherfucker. I.e. Dr. Ubar, the Prince of Pan-Africanism. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, again, you know, all that slick talking, hey, all that slick talking, hey, you get what I'm saying? Listen, all that slick talking. Yeah, man, I'm like, man, I can't, you know what I mean? Hey, what you say, Curtis? Curtis say, that's like you coming talking horse racing to me. And all you do is a boxing podcast. Yeah, exactly. I don't know nothing about horse races. But hold on, Curtis. Not only that, that's like me arguing with you vehemently about horse racing. And all I do is boxing podcast. I don't know nothing about a horse race. I don't saw a video or two on YouTube, think I know something. Then I want to debate you in the subject matter that you're an expert in. And I'm talking about motherfucker that's what get me. The motherfucker who you will run circles around, he want to argue with you vehemently. That's why I say, I don't even be arguing with these niggas, man. I can't do it. Hey, shout out to MRG, man, for gifting 5 people memberships. Let's give those 5 people that MRG gifted, and let's give MRG, I'm not MRG, sorry about that. Mr. AGR, my bad, brother. I'm kind of like on the stick. A round of applause. Give him a round of applause. Kind of on the stick a little bit, but you know. I say, man, these motherfuckers like to get, they like that gang goofy shit. That was what main man Melvin Farmer say. Yeah, he say, yeah, coach, they like that gang goofy shit. You see what I'm saying? We ain't on no gang goofy. I say these niggas be flogging, dog. The flodge game. It's not about reality. It's all about what I want you to perceive it is. I guess it's called the emotional currency. Yeah, emotional currency, man. I got, you see what I'm saying? I got it wrapped up in the, you get what I'm saying? The emotional currency. You get what I'm saying? I think that's what that is right there. You get what I'm saying? So anyways. Devin Haney expressed his displeasure with his placement on the pound for pound list on the Ring magazine put out a pound for pound list, right? And I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I was listening to my main man, CJ Goodfella, right? Out of Detroit. Y'all check him out. He kind of he funny. He funny in the motherfucker. I don't know why I be watching this shit, man. He funny. He be saying, you know, he be saying a lot of little slick shit, funny shit. See, them niggas out of Detroit, there's some slick talking mofos, boy. I know some cats out of Detroit. I grew up with like in the early 90s and shit. Them cats out of Detroit, man, them cats are motherfucker, boy. So them some hustling ass, that's a hustling ass city, boy. Anyways, but well, that's how it was back then. I don't know how it is now. But anyways, so what I'm saying is, so let me see. So the Ring magazine in today's time is not what it was from historically. Everything that's here in today's time, whether it's modern day boxing, whether it's modern day boxing reporting, whether it's the modern day of doing things, it's all artificial intelligence. It's so watered down now. And sometimes, you know, you can mix the truth and the lie together. Like mixing beef and pork. You get what I'm saying? The truth and the lie. And I remember when I had Dougie Fisher on this show, and I never forget. Shout out to Dougie Fisher. The sisters in the chat ran him off the block. I ain't gonna say no names because I ain't snitching. You know what I mean? But again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. But it was some women that ran him off the block. I want to say Karma Serene was over here. I ain't saying no name. Lisa Bales. I think Lisa was the only one that was acting good. My sister Bless 365. She was over here. That 90s chick, she used to be called Foodie back then. Lady Shan was over here. But it was like, the women was deep over here that day. I don't know what it was. They were just, I think Miss Connie was over here. They were just, they were just on his bumper that day. I don't know what he did. They were just on his bumper. And see, Dougie Fisher, who, you know, but now Dougie Fisher is a boxing historian. When he talk, I get quiet and just listen. He's a boxing historian. You get what I'm saying? So I had Doug over here and I asked him one question. I said, Doug, what is the criteria? Because this is a very, very important question. What is the criteria for someone to get inducted into the Hall of Fame? And then I asked him about pound for pound and all that stuff there. So he told me that the Hall of Fame criteria, which, you know, it's kind of crazy in today's time. Then we spoke about the pound for pound and all that stuff there, and that's subjective, right? So you got people, whoever it is over there at the ring, whose job is to, I'm gonna come up with a list. And what is it based on? What is the criteria? What is it based on? Okay, you came with your list. What is your list based on? Because online, when you're dealing with different fan bases of certain fighters, I never listen to them because they shit always gonna be screwed towards, these motherfuckers have, like if you talk to okay, put it this way. If you talk to the influencer boxing fan that's in boxing right now, who you got on the pound for pound list? Their pound for pound list is going to be totally different from someone who understands boxing. The problem is the people who understand boxing, that's in the mainstream, they are kind of pandering to that influencer boxing crowd that's here in boxing. Because the mainstream media now, the boxing media now, they just want to ride the next wave. That's all that is. They want to ride the next wave, shape the narrative, and try to get the people to follow what they putting out there. That's pretty much what that is, right? So I'm sitting back. So I never hold any credence to it. So I'm watching this interview. So Devin Haney, he think he's BS. He don't like the fact that Inoue is number one. He's, and all that stuff there. I don't really get into that shit. I'm like, who cares? I don't like my placement on a pound for pound. Okay. For one, you had nothing to do with your placement on the pound for pound. You don't have a vote. For two, you're upset about a group of people who you don't even know, or you may know, who are giving their opinion on who should be on their list. Now, of course, it represents the ring, but the ring of today's time is not historical like it was when it first came out and back in the day. Now, Turk Ali Sheik said that he's trying to bring it back to that, and I see some things that he's doing, and I do like it. I'm saying from a publication standpoint. Now, as it relates to the media mouthpieces he have over there, that's a whole nother story. They don't flip Max Kellerman, so they don't flip Max. But I guess Max had to do what he had to do for the check. And Mike Carpenter, he kind of like the Ellie sucker nigga nutsack, but on the mainstream scale, on the mainstream, on the big mainstream scale of boxing. He the Ellie sucker nigga nutsack version of that. You get what I'm saying? So, so it's all bouffalé, what I'm saying, right? So I hear what Devin's saying, but of course if you ask him, he probably say he feel like he should be number one. For whatever the reason may be. And that's fine. If I was him, I wouldn't even get upset about, powerful, because this is the thing, right? Because it shows me that you're looking for validation from the very same people who you speak out of both sides of your neck about. What do I mean by that? It's called double speak. What I mean by that is this. Yeah, man, they don't treat me right. They don't do this. They don't do that. And then your fan base to say, Devin Haney's fan base, that is, they'll take the racial angle. Yeah, man, the white folks doing the brother like this and the brother like that and this and that, and these coons don't like Devin and yada, 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 yada. And I'm like, okay, I hear the Devin Haney fans talking points, but that's not the Haney's talking points. Did you get what I'm saying? Sometimes the fan bases, it's like this here, right? It's like the Democrats and the Republicans. In boxing, you have the villains, you have the bad guys and the good guys. Whoever the good guys is, or whoever you determine the bad guys is, right? And they're all friends. They're all in business together. They all get money together. And the fan that's online is on the outside looking in. You are the cheerleader. I'm rooting for my team. Not trying to disrespect anybody, not even trying to disrespect myself, but I'm saying we kind of like the cheerleaders, like, okay, hey, I like Dallas. Come on, Dallas, you can do it. Come on, Devin, you can do it. You the best, yada, yada, yada. Come on, Tank, you can do it. You the best. Canelo, you the best. Crawford, you the best. Errol, come on, you the best. You can do it. It's kind of like that, right? But in boxing, the difference between in boxing and then in cheerleaders in real life, the cheerleader never gets so much invested in the game to the point to where she start threatening mofos. She tell them, "Oh, they better not come to you better not come to the next game. Drop the addy." Over here, The male cheerleaders over here, the niggas over here, bro, they go to, man, these motherfuckers accountants, they lawyers. Now, I ain't gonna lie. In football, that's why I had to stop watching football, right? I told you I had it bad. And shout out to Keisha. I had it bad, bro. Bro, I used to watch football a lot. Nick, bro, I had it bad, bro. I was the owner of the team. I was the general manager, the head coach, the defensive coordinator, the offensive coordinator. Nigga get fired quick fucking with me. Yeah, man, he missed that field goal, dog. Listen, that 3 field goals he missed this week. 3 field goals he missed in one game. Yeah, dog. Matter of fact, don't even worry about it, dog. You ain't even getting on the plane with us. Just stay right here. We finna cut you your check right now. Here you go, dog. Bam. Here you go. Just catch an Uber, go somewhere. But you ain't get back on this plane with us coming back to Tampa. Cause nigga, you don't blow wreck like me. That's how I was in football, bro. I had it bad, bro. I'm negotiating contracts. Yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie, my nigga. I know what your agent say. What's your agent name? Rosenberg? Yeah, tell Rosenberg I said what's up. But tell him I said this here, man. Look here, man, bro. Like, bro, you blow wreck last year, fam. Fam, you blow wreck, man. Listen, man. Listen, we were 1 game from the Super Bowl. You dropped the winning touchdown. Yeah, you did good the rest of the year. You caught for 3,000 yards. Listen, you caught for 3,000 yards. You know what I mean? And had 32 touchdowns in a season. You had 32 touchdowns and had 3,000 and caught 3,000 passing yards. You did good. However, you broke the record. However, but when the game was on the line, you dropped the winning touchdown. I don't know about that max deal. You said you want the max. I don't know about that.
True.
I don't know about that though.
True.
Yeah, we were trying to bring the chip home. Fam. You want some money? You blowing wreck, fam. You blowing wreck. I don't know about that. Anyways, but the fan go to getting out his place. And I tell y'all, I said all these dudes, they're cool with each other. You saw how T.O. and Devin was on stage, was getting interviewed by the Ring. Wasn't nobody talking about no racism and there was no hostility and all that stuff there. I told y'all these guys in a different social economic status in society. The fan takes it more personal than the fighter. That's why I told y'all it ain't a black fighter in boxing that I'm gonna ride for. It ain't one of them. Not one. Because at the end of the day, these dudes gonna play the game. And I'm not a part of the game. And since I don't get paid and I don't get no check, the cap, or I ain't a part of no boxer's team or entourage, if I was, you know what I mean, I'll let you know because I'm getting paid handsomely. So there's really no benefit in it for me. I care nothing about the access. I got my platform over here and I'm doing well for myself. So I really don't need a nigga, to be fair. Cause see, I know what it's all about. It's about the money. It's always about the money. All this other shit just semantics. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you did pretty good on your views, baby boy. But how much money your channel generating a month?
True.
And how you living? Anyways, let's get back into the monologue. Now, as I said before, Devin Haney appeared to express his displeasure of his placement on the pound for pound list. He also feels as though he doesn't deserve, what did he say? Yeah, he said he also feels that Inoue doesn't deserve the top spot, right? And there's a whole lot that I can say about this, but I won't. I won't say anything about it at all. Because for me, there's no argument to be made about someone else's opinion. I told y'all I never get caught up in the emotions of a grown man. If you're very, very passionate about something, that passion is subjective to you. It has no bearing on me. Did you get what I'm saying? So, no matter how wrong I may feel that you are, it's not worth me wasting one syllable, a scintilla of an argument about your subjective position, because your subjective position and opinion is based on your opinion, how you feel. True. You know what I mean? And you have a right to feel that way. You know what I mean? And I get it. I do understand. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, but the fans in the comment section have a lot to say about this particular subject matter on X. We'll go to X and check it out. Now, Unbiased Brim, he called this show a couple of times. Unbiased Brim says, and I quote, he said, Devin, stop being delusional. Michael Sanders on X says, Haney beat who to become undisputed? Eyeball emoji. You know what I mean? The looking emoji. His resume isn't even close to Inoue's. And I'm going to show the receipts on all this stuff, right? Yonko, what it says? Yonko on X says, he said, Haney is lucky. I can hardly see my motherfucking eyes. He said, Haney is lucky to even be on the list. If you want to move up, he said, if you want to move up the list, go fight the killers. He said, you're not gonna talk your way up the list. All right. Luke says, he said, Haney's my guy. But hate how his defense is, we don't even know who the guy is. Hey, don't let me get me right. These dudes don't even be watching the smaller weight division. We don't even know who this dude is. I'm like, fam, there's quite a few niggas you got on your resume that we don't know who they is. But you know, but what? Just because you don't know him, don't mean he wasn't good. And then the motherfucker go to running down the dude resume who you say you don't know. You get what I'm saying? So it's a whole lot of motherfuckers that them niggas don't know over here. Shit, motherfucker, Teofimo Lopez got beat by George Kambosos. I ain't never heard of George Kambosos before in my life. I wasn't going around barbershop, motherfucker talking about, yeah, dog, what you doing tonight, coach? Man, I'm finna watch that George Kambosos fight. Nigga, who the fuck is George? Bro, like, listen. I swear, bro, when Teofimo Lopez fought George Kambosos, I've never heard of this man before in my life. I don't know nobody who ever heard of this motherfucker. I'm telling you what God love. Then I found out he was from Australia. I'm like, oh, okay, from Australia. Okay, I'll see this and that. And he won, you know, and all that stuff there. He beat T.O. That's what T.O. See, this what happened, right? T.O. and his daddy, T.O. and his pappy. They had no beat Lomachenko. Then they tried to go on a world tour with Bad Bunny.
We did it first, and we motivate even the greats. This is different. You understand? We have Jennifer Lopez, we have Maluma, we have J Balvin, we have. So when I called him up, I was like, "Yo, what do you think? What do you think, Eddie? If we bring the belts together?" And Eddie said, "That shit is a good idea." I think the only person that can beat Canelo right now is like maybe 4 years or 5 years from now, my son. You know, like Triple G and Canelo and all these guys, they're bums, bro. They're bums.
Well, once Teofimo became undisputed, look how many champions we got that's undisputed now.
Jazz Funk say Killer Cam. Yeah, hey, Jazz Funk, I had to give him the nickname Killer Cam. You know me, I'm the king of nicknames. I gave him the nickname Killer Cam. I say Killer Cam. I ain't never even heard of this motherfucker. You know, he fought Mickey Bay. I know he fought Mickey Bay, but shit, I ain't see a lot of Mickey Bay fights neither, to be honest. So, you know, and shout out to Mickey Bay. He's one of the nicest human beings you ever want to meet, man. I met that brother a couple of times. He's a really, really nice guy. Really nice guy. You get what I'm saying? So, but I ain't see a whole lot of his fights. Just being honest with you. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I ain't, you know what I mean? So, I already beat Mickey Bay and all that stuff there. And then, you know, and then now Mickey Bay is training Devin Haney. So, you know, it is what it is. So let's go see what the fans have to say. We're going to go over there, right? We're going to go check it out, see what the fans got to say, right? Now, Devin Haney's father, let me get a little closer to the screen because my eyes is, you know. Devin Haney's father, Bill Haney, posted this on his X account. New deal worth over 100 million before 30 years old? Question mark. Who's your manager? Question mark. Had a couple of people send me some videos, reach out to me. Coach, Dad got $100 million deal from Zuffa. Dana White gave him $100 million. I said, who told you that? What you mean, who told me that? I forgot who they said. I want to say Blue Blood. I want to say it was the Blue Blood or IQ TV or one of them. Somebody said they did it. Yeah, they just shot a video saying he got 100 million. You know what I mean? And then Bill posted on Twitter. He said that they gave him $100 million. He said, they said it. Then what the dude told me, yeah, Bill posted on Twitter that Dev just got $100 million from Zuffa and all of them there, right? I said, yeah. He said, yeah. So I looked it up. I looked it up myself. So I saw Bill Haney's tweet. Bill Haney's tweet said, and I quote, new deal worth over 100 million before 30 years old. Question mark. Who's your manager? Question mark. I'm not, okay. Brother told me that Bill posted saying that Devin got $100 million from Zuffa. $100 million deal, this and that. And I saw the tweet and it didn't say that. It said nothing about Devin at all. So I said, well, I don't know. What you think about it? What you think about it? I say, man, I mean, I don't know what to make of it. Bill made a post with 2 questions. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know what he's saying to other content creators that he talked to in the background. And if those guys are reporting that that's what it is, then more than likely that's who they got it from. They got it from Bill Haney. 20 times out of 10. And you can't get 20 out of 10. I'm 1,000%, 1,000,000% sure of that. So, I mean, like I can't assume, and I don't like to assume nothing. I'm not the assumer guy. I don't like to assume nothing. I need actual facts. I like to see tangible shit. I don't, you know, I like to see tangible shit. Because I know in boxing, you can make it my fried chicken. And people can interpret things however they want to interpret it. But just like the guy told me and said that Bill Haney posted a tweet saying that Devin Haney just got $100 million deal from Zuffa. And I looked at that tweet and it didn't say that. I said, well, if he lied about that or misinterpreted, because it's a possibility that could be a misinterpretation. I don't know. But it's very vague. I like, what I do for a living, I deal with words every day. Words. I deal with words every day. How to sell words. How to sell words. How to use words. How to arrange words. And I'm looking at the arrangement of these words. I'm like, okay, this is 2 questions. It's very, very vague. What does this mean? I'm just saying me. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, I'm a critical thinker. So I have critical thinking skills. And as I said before, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, you know, I'm gonna keep it a beat. I'm like, dude, like, man, what you think? What you think? Coach, I'm like, well, what am I? I said, what do you think? What I think doesn't matter. What do you think? You know what I mean? So, you know. Anyways, now that there's a lot, as I said before, there's a lot that I can say about this as well. Why? Because this is very vague. This particular comment, the post that Bill made, is very vague and says a lot of nothing. However, I have a good idea of what Bill Haney is doing here. Let's go to X to see what the fans, the people have to say. You know what I mean? Because they do it for the people, by the people, of the people, because we come from the people. And who am I to argue with the people? You get what I'm saying? Do you guys feel that Devin Haney is right to feel disrespected about his rankings on the pound for pound list with Ring Magazine? What do you guys think about Bill Haney's new deal worth $100 million before 30 years old question? Who's your manager question? What do you think about those questions? Because he asked a question. He didn't say, hey, my name is Bill Haney. My son, Devin Haney, just signed a $100 million deal with Zuffa Boxing. You know what I mean? We got the bag. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. Can anybody send me somewhere he said that? I'd be more than happy to share with the audience. More than happy. Let's get into the show. Today's show is sponsored by, y'all know the one and only, Foster's Barbershop. If you're in the city of Tampa, Florida, download the app Booksy. That's BOOKSY. Foster's Barbershop is located at 1923 West Main Street, West Tampa, Florida, 33607. Let them know that Coach Malachi sent you, and you will receive a 10% discount. Let's give our sponsor, Foster, a round of applause. Oh, and another thing right after this.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
But I ain't gonna lie, but that tea tastes pretty good, man. You know what I mean? That tea tastes pretty good. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. And if you are a YN and you are about that life and you on that gangster shit, guess what, baby boy? You need to get familiar with IT bail bond. Sitting in any kind of jail right now for child support, driving on a suspended license, or a missed court date, don't even trip. I made one phone call to IT bail bonds and they had me out the same day. No judgment, no games, just real people who move fast. If you or a loved one is locked up in the city of Tampa, call IT bail bonds at 813-231-2663. IT bail bonds is located at 6201 East Hillsborough Avenue, Tampa, Florida, 33610. IT bail bonds. When freedom is on the line, call IT. I ain't gonna lie, that shit is funny. When freedom is on the line, call IT. Lord have mercy. It is what it is, boy. Woo, whole lot of motherfuckers doing some dumb ass shit. Hey man, shout out to the face box.
Hey. Yeah. Ooh, that look good.
Yeah, that retarded shit. That's that retarded shit, dog. That retarded shit, dog. Trying to tell you, dog, that we on that retarded shit, dog. Yeah, I know. Lord have mercy, Lord, I know. I want to dedicate this show to the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
And listen. And I want to dedicate, and I also want to dedicate this to the PYTs, the tenderonis, the honey dips, and them brothers out there who holding it down with their snow bunny.
See her eyes shining, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter lights, too, she's my sweet Dr. Free. Talk to my nose, this lover's got it so raw. Make you move, stepping out from out of control.
Turn it up, it's me against the light.
Snow bunny,
Moving on the bar, everything's so right. Got that smooth, so feel.
no, that's see her eyes shining, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter lights, too, she's my sweet Dr. Free. Talk to my nose, this lover's got it so raw. Make you move, stepping out from out of control.
Turn it up, it's me against the light.
Snow bunny,
Moving on the bar, everything's so right. Got that smooth, so feel.
no, that's
Connected to the law, with my snow, turn it up. Been funny about the night.
see her eyes shining, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter lights, too, she's my sweet Dr. Free. Talk to my nose, this lover's got it so raw. Make you move, stepping out from out of control.
Turn it up, it's me against the light.
Snow bunny,
Moving on the bar, everything's so right. Got that smooth,
sir, man. Snow Bunny Love, man, the #1 platinum hood, #1. So they say the song went triple platinum just last week. They say last Friday it hit the triple platinum mark in the hood. You see what I'm saying? So we doing good. We doing good on the liquor store at the liquor store pop charts right now. The liquor store pop charts, we doing good on the chitlin circuit. You get chitlin juice everywhere. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Let's go over here. Matter of fact, let's go over here first. Let's do this. Cause I want to see what the people talking about. Cause I do this for the people, by the people, of the people, because we come from the people. We come from the people. You get what I'm saying? Let's go over here and see what the people talking about. So right here, so this is the video that I'm talking about. You know, Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez is on the same show. Yes, that very same Teofimo Lopez who, you know, say some disrespectful things, but the black fighters love him. So, you know, he can continue to say it about them niggas all like, they ain't gonna ride, I ain't riding for them.
Some BS, man.
It's some BS. Okay, let's start with the monster at #1. We've already kind of had this conversation. Teo says yes to the monster at 1. What do you say, Shady?
I'll say yes.
Yes. You say still Usyk?
I think Usyk.
I agree with Usyk. We're split, but the ring.
See, back in the day, right, if you was a heavyweight, you could not be on the pound-for-pound list. Now, I guess they could try to give Usyk some wiggle room because he started out as a cruiserweight and he moved up to heavyweight. So you can technically say, well, okay, he became undisputed in 2 different weight divisions, which he did. You can make an argument for that. And then he goes to everybody's country. He's collected all of his belts going to everybody else's backyard. So, you know, the level of difficulty is very severe there because motherfuckers over here be scared to go to another nigga's city, let alone another man's country. So I commend him for that. But I digress. However you want to do that, it really don't matter to me. But it seems that everybody have their opinion on here. Max, Shady, T.O. They feel that Inoue deserves to be #1, and Devin says Usyk.
It has Inoue won over Usyk.
Where's he go from here?
Usyk?
Yeah, because if Inoue just fought for one of the best Japanese fighters of all time, right?
Yep.
And he beat him unanimously.
Yep.
Now, where's Usyk go from here? Who's he fight next to give it the same?
If I had my dream list, I would say Tama.
He ain't gonna fight him right now.
See this nigga talking about dream list. see that where it came to that. Yeah, dog. See, we got this dream list right, dog. You know, we got to imagine shit. Okay, let's imagine this, dog. Let's imagine it. You know, let's use our imagination. Yeah, I got to see what I'm saying, dog. If it was up to me, I see it'd be Canelo versus Mexican Monster in their prime. Let's see. Crawford and Spence would have fought 5 years ago. Let's see. I'm trying to see who else. Wilder and Joshua would have fought each other. You know, when they had the belts, when they could have undisputed. You know, 2 black brothers. You know what I'm saying. So the dream list. True. Anyways,
these two.
Benavidez, Caballero.
But I agree with the pound for pound list, the updated one.
You agree with the updated
Think
one?
about #8. We haven't seen you fight since what? November?
Okay, but if you think about it like this, Nakatani, the guy that he suffered, I mean, he had a hard fight with the guy he fought last.
He did.
I don't know, was it Hernandez? Hernandez? We don't even know him. We don't even.
They'll say we don't even. They'll say we don't even know him. Who is we? I knew who he was, but who was we though? You know what I'm saying? They'll say, but I get what Devin is saying. Devin tried to say, you know, just the boxing fans don't really know him, and I'm like, I don't know which backs of boxing fans he be around, because if he's around and I think Devin pretty much around I guess the streaming world now too. A lot of those not crossover, influencer boxing fans that are in boxing now. He probably got a lot of those fans now too. So again, listen, for that, let me tell y'all something. For that influencer boxing fan group that's in boxing right now, bro, you know how you get on their pound for pound list? Yo, how many TikTok videos you made on went viral? You know, you got to have a viral TikTok moment. You know, you got to be streaming like Dean the Great, and everybody seeing you acting a damn fool, a donkey. You got to be popping. Like, there's not a boxing. These guys don't have a boxing criteria. Their criteria is how good you dress, is you popping on social media, can I follow you on Twitch? You know, what your kick game looking like? You on kick? You know, that's what it is. Shakur Stevenson talked just like that. Now, he talked shit about Sugar Ray Robinson, said he was trash. Some shit said Sugar Ray Robinson was trash, some shit like that. Them dudes fought in smaller gloves than you fought in, son. You got bad hands, talking about how your hands be swelling up. Them dudes had to fight through that. Fight 7, 8, 9 to 7, 8 times a year. Smaller gloves, harder gloves, horsehair gloves, the small ones, 8 ounces, 15 rounds, same day weigh-ins. These niggas talk like cat. I'm talking about even the bosses, the young bosses, they talk like casuals. True. That's why I say this shit so watered down, dog. This shit so watered down and buffalo. It's like eating a boiled crab with no seasoning. Have you ever had crab shallow? I don't know where y'all from and have y'all ever heard of that before? Crab shallow. Crab shallow, I know they probably eat it they definitely eat it in Florida. I know that. Probably in the South, you know, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, stuff like that. Maybe Tennessee, something like that. You know what I mean? Alabama, in the South, right? Crab shallow. You know what I mean? Like, just imagine eating crab shallow with no seasoning and no ragu sauce. True. Shout out to Aquila. Imagine that. If you old enough to know better, you know what crab shallow is. These jitterbugs probably don't know nothing about that. New era now. Just try that. Try eating you get what I'm saying? That's what, shout out to Brandon Sweet Like Candy. That's where it's at now.
You know that guy, right? Do you know?
He's say again?
The guy that Nakatani fought before anyway.
But no matter what, he had to go up in weight, and he let go and vacated his Ring Magazine title at 118 to move up and to face Inoue.
If that was the case, I should be Ring Magazine champion because I went and beat the #1 guy.
There's a logic why that doesn't work.
For me to become Ring Magazine champion at 147, I got to go fight.
When are we gonna get
Norman
you
again.
unifying?
Yes, I see why you, from your point of view, it's
for
like,
me
come
to be
on.
Ring Magazine champion, I will have to go fight Brian Norman again. It's so much I can say about it, bro. It's so much I can say about this. Lord Hammer, it's just so much. Some BS, man.
It's some BS. Okay, let's start with the monster at #1. We've already kind of had this conversation. Teo says yes to the monster at 1. What do you say, Shady?
I'll say yes.
Yes. You say still Usyk?
I think Usyk.
I agree with Usyk. We're split, but the ring has Inoue won over Usyk.
Where's he go from here?
Usyk?
Yeah. Because
hold on. And another thing, right? And another thing. I hear what Devin Haney is saying. The question I have is this. Because as I said before, I prefaced this in the beginning of the show. I said this shit watered down now. The ring, all that shit watered down. Especially when Oscar De La Hoya bought the Ring magazine, he turned it to shit. You know what I mean? So he was snorting on it. You know what I mean? And then he sold it to the Arabs. He sold it to the Arabs, took all the shit, and them got it now. So, so they're trying to rebuild the reputation of it. My thing is, this is the right question to ask. What is the criteria? What is the criteria to win a ring belt? What's the criteria in 2026? And I notice I preface it. What is the criteria in 2026? Because I understand things have changed. I don't look at boxing in the lens of how it was. I look at boxing in the lens of how it is right now. When I say boxing, I have to preface it by saying American boxing, because American boxing do not represent global boxing. It's very xenophobic over here, and over here it's all about, who fighting over here. And then, like I told y'all, 95% of these American boxers don't nobody know who the hell he is. If you see him walking somewhere outside of a boxing event, won't nobody know who it is. You might have 1 or 2 people who may, oh shit, that's such. But I'm telling you. That's why I told y'all, this shit is virtual reality, bro. This social media shit, this shit ain't real. Here is where you can come and flodge. You can make it seem like you something that you not. It's the online social media world. A lot of these niggas social media rich. I ain't talking about the boxers. I'm talking about some of the fans and some of the other people that be flogging, right? Social media rich. Social you famous on social media, but that's it. You live in check to check, but you popping on Instagram. Lights about to get turned off, but goddamn it, you got a new, your video just went viral. True. Hey, dog, my lights finna get turned off, dog, but my video just went viral, dog. I just went viral. Oh man. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Please don't get me started. Yeah, I don't even know what's the criteria in 2026.
If Inoue just fought for one of the best Japanese fighters of all time, right? Yep. And he beat him.
And then you got a dude who don't know nothing about boxing on a boxing show as a comment, as one of the main journalists. You can't make this up. True. You never would have saw nothing like this back in the day. You ain't gonna never have no novice on no goddamn. Come on, you never would have saw this back in the day. Never. He wouldn't have been next to no Howard Cosell, Letterman, all the other legendary commentators from the 60s and all that stuff. I forgot my main man name who passed away. Yeah, I'm just saying, man, come on, fam. Nigga, please.
Unanimously.
Yep.
Now, where's Usyk go
this
from
ain't
there?
no
Who's he fight
shade.
next to give it?
This ain't no shade. It's Shady. I know his name is Shady McCoy, but this ain't no shade. It's Shady, but hey, I'm just speaking the truth.
Same.
If I had my dream list, I would say Atama.
He ain't gonna fight him right now.
He's just
Benavidez, Caballel.
But I agree with the pound for pound list, the updated one.
You agree with the updated one?
Think about number 8. We haven't seen you fight since what? November?
Okay, but if you think about it like this, Nakatani, the guy that he suffered, I mean, he had a hard fight with the guy he fought last.
He did.
I don't know, was it Hernandez? Was it Hernandez? We don't even know him. We don't even know that guy, right? Do you know?
He's say again?
The guy that Nakatani fought before anyway.
But no matter what, he had to go up in weight, and he let go and vacated his Ring Magazine title at 118 to move up and to face Inoue.
If that was the case, I should be Ring Magazine champion because I went and beat the #1 guy.
Okay, did Brian Norman Jr. have a Ring Magazine belt when Devin Haney fought him? Yeah, that didn't make no sense. That didn't make no sense. I hear what Devin's saying, and he's trying to diminish Inoue. This is what he's doing. He's trying to diminish Inoue by basically saying, "Oh man, well he's #1, but he's #1 based on who he fought. He ain't fought nobody because the dude he fought ain't fought nobody because we ain't know who that dude was. This and that. So this is what he's saying, and I should be higher, but his argument is weak. I mean, if it was Devin Haney, he probably feel he should be #1, understandably so, and he's supposed to feel that way about himself. And I like and I like Debo Dale, but I'm just saying, yeah, he kind of lost me with this one. But let's see what the people talking about. Let's see what the people talking about. Cause I do it for the people, by the people, of the people. You know what I'm saying? But and then we gonna move on. Then we gonna move on to the cat in the hat. So Michael Sanders says Haney beat who to become undisputed? His resume isn't even close to Inoue's. Okay. And I guess he's addressing the fact that Devin Haney is trying to diminish Inoue's resume. I don't think he want to do that. That wouldn't be a good idea. Let's see. Unbiased Brim say Devin stop being delusional. This guy Yonko says he says Haney is lucky he's even on the list. If you want to move up on it, move up on the list. I guess he's trying to say go fight the killers. He said you're not going to talk your way up on the pound for pound list. Let's go. This guy say Devin Haney acted like he didn't get dragged out the ring by Ryan Garcia. This guy says Haney my guy, but I hate how his defense is. We don't even know the guy. He's got to stop using that shit. Hernandez was undefeated and a very tough KO, had a very high KO ratio, which is true. That is true. The ones who knew Hernandez said it was going to be a difficult fight for Junto before it's even started. And see, this is another thing, right? Because as I told you before, right? This shit is an illusion. This shit ain't. I'm telling this shit ain't what, bro. I do this shit. I'm telling. I do this shit. I know how to read shit. because I do this shit. I know how to read analytics. I know how to do research. I see what this shit is. And I'm like, man, okay, cool. This is the same old ploy they used to do back in the day when they had a monopoly on the media. And right now, you know, there's a monopoly on it right now in different sectors and stuff like that. So I mean, I see what's going on. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I ain't tripping. This guy said Junto beat Hernandez is better than Haney beating Ramirez. He said, and Junto unified less than 10 months ago, like 3 divisions, like Devin. He said, plus giving pound for pound number 1, Inoue is the closest fight of his career, and a loss is about the same when Devin beat Norman in the manner that he did. Nah, I don't know about that. I don't know if I agree with that all the way, but this guy said Devin actually pointed some flawed logic with respect to the Ring Magazine rankings for each respective weight class. He beat Brian Norman Jr., and for him to qualify for the ring, he would have to beat him again, considering he's ranked number 2. That makes no sense. But see, this is the thing though. What is the qualifications to get the Ring Magazine belt anyways? I don't even know what the qualification is. I can't tell you in 2026 without Googling it or ChatGPT in it, what is the criteria to get the Ring Magazine belt? Because Terrence Crawford had it, that made him the lineal champ. Then he moved up the ring. Yeah, we talking about the ring belt. Then he moved up. And then I think Boots got elevated to the IBF. Then Stanley Owners got elevated to the WBA. Then him and Boots fought each other for unification. And then I think they gave Boots the belt. Then they gave him the belt after that because he unified. And then he moved up to 154 and it went vacant. So I don't know what is the criteria. Like, I don't see how beating Brian Norman would make Devin Haney automatically be the ring champ. I don't see how, because Brian Norman, was he ranked number 1 by Ring Magazine? I don't know if he was ranked number 1 by Ring. He probably was. I don't know. I don't know if he was ranked number 1 by Ring, but again, I don't even know the criteria, bro. Just like, again, because this shit is so subjective. And 1 minute, you know, again, and that's what's wrong with boxing right now. 1 minute they say one thing, then the next minute they say something else. Then the next minute they'll do it like this. Then the next minute they'll do it like that. And I'm like, I'm confused. True. Yeah, I'm confused. This guy said Inoue, Usyk, Shakur. He say second tier. Bam, Benavidez, Nakatani, Bivol. He say then the rest. Haney is somewhere here. This guy say Devin Haney is a effing haters. He say Ninja forget he got dropped 300 times or what? This guy say Haney's logic makes sense. He say he is number 1 and has beaten number 2 and did so convincingly. So apparently, I guess Brian Norman was considered number 1 by the ring. So you know, if that's the case, then Devin Haney might have a point. This guy say popularity doesn't mean they're a good fighter. Just because Hernandez ain't known don't mean he's trash. And those are the facts. See, this is the problem with American boxing. Those are the facts. Did you guys see this right here? Popularity doesn't mean good fighter. Just because a Hernandez isn't known by you, by that particular fighter or his fan base or whatever the case may be, doesn't mean he's trash. And this is the celebrity boxing, influencer boxing is. The fans who watch boxing now from the celebrity boxing and influencer boxing world, they watch MMA, they watch wrestling, they watch streamers like Kai Cenat, Dean the Great, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, KSI. They like streamers. Dudes talking trash. Everybody getting into it. White boys saying nigga. They called each other nigga. I was watching the video of some white dudes finna jump another white dude. Matter of fact, this is a true story. I can show you the video. It's 3 guys. Somebody sit. It's on my Instagram. 3 white dudes, young dudes. They look like they were probably like 18, 19, something like that. I guess they were trying to jump this white dude, this other white guy, and this other white guy had his father right there with him. And they were calling each other nigga. Yeah, bitch ass nigga, come on over here. Stop hiding behind your dad. How dare you serious? Hey, the white dude, They was calling each other the N-word, bro. I was laughing like a motherfucker, bro. I was like, they was calling each other, nigga. Yeah, nigga, get out the way. Or this old ass nigga, get out the way. Before we whoop your ass, they were talking about the pops. And the pops was like, man, pops was like, you ain't gonna mess with my son. Come on over here, I'll whoop all y'all ass like the pop. The pop was standing no business now. He was standing no business. Anyway, so Emilio said nobody care about bum ass Haney. He straight up cancer for the sport. All right, damn, I think he kind of went too far. He said Haney is a cancer for the sport. Oh, but what I was saying was, yeah, so with the influencer guys, it's about popularity. The popular guy is the one that's the best. They can't tell you the style, none of that stuff. The popular guy is what makes you the best. And I'm starting to see the mainstream media outlets like The Ring, like just these mainstream media guys. I'm starting to see some of that seep into their own bias, and that's what I'm seeing. Oh yeah, all of them doing it. All of them. I said, oh, I see what's going on here. I see what's going on. Yeah, I see so that's what the people saying over there, right? Now, there's some more stuff that got people talking. This right here, this is Bill Haney's channel, X page. I ain't spoke to Bill in a minute. This guy say new deal worth $100 million before 30 years old. Who's your manager? Question mark. Now, somebody sent me, let me see something. Let me see something. Somebody sent me a video from my good brother, Blue Blood Sports TV. Do I still have it? I don't know. And I think Key TV did something to okay, all right. Okay, all right. So, oh, let's do this right quick. Let's do this right quick. Hold on, let's do this right. Hold on, hey. Hey, hold on. Let me turn. Hey, let me turn the ceiling fan on. It's getting kind of hot in here. Hey, it's getting kind of hot. It's getting kind of hectic. It's getting kind of hectic. Yeah, man, it's getting kind of hectic up in this bitch, man. Damn, man, you know what I mean? Shit. Let's go ahead and decipher this right quick. Let's decipher this. Let's decipher this right quick. Let me go ahead and pull this up right quick. All right, let's see. Let's pull this up. Let's see what's going on. I haven't seen this video, but let's see. All right. It's the thumbnail. It's the thumbnail. Yeah, real funny. Hey, Blue funny to the boy. Nigga funny. Oh, Blue funny to the boy. Hey, Blue funny to the boy, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Anyway, so talk to him, Blue. I haven't heard it yet, but let's see what he's talking about.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one.
And again, I do not own the rights to this material. It's for education purposes only. Education.
So as you see, father, trainer, and manager, CEO of DHP, Devin Haney Promotions, Bill Haney. All right, let me get it together. Reveals a possible mega deal, more than likely coming from Dana White and Zuffa Boxing, with Devin the Dream Haney.
So I'm listening to the language. Bill, so Blue said Bill Haney hinted at a possible deal. I don't have niggas blue. But I don't have niggas blowing my DMs up. Yeah, coach. What you think about that? See what I'm saying? You know, they're finna get the 100 mil. They're finna get the 100 mil, coach, from doggone. Yeah, man, they're getting the 100 mil, coach, from Dana White and the sheik. The sheik gave him 100 mil. And you know, so I said, yeah, coach, I don't like the sheik don't gave him. You see what I'm saying? I say, fam, that ain't what the text said, fam. What you think it mean then? What you think? And I'm like, fam, okay, look, okay. First you told me Bill Haney said this. Then I read the text. The text don't say nothing that you said Bill Haney said. Now you asking me you asking me to decipher the tweet now. Well, what you think it means? Nigga, I don't know. Bill Haney tweeted it. It can mean anything. It's coming from Bill. True. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
first ballot Hall of Famer. His son, 3-division world champion, former undisputed lightweight, former pound for pound, 28 years of age. And as you see, there has been reports, there has been links that links Devin Haney to be with Zuffa Boxing.
Bruh. This what it is, huh? Oh man. Yeah, man.
Dana White. And now Haney to there has been reports, there has been links that links Devin Haney to be with Zuffa Boxing and Dana White. And now Bill Haney is alluding to a possible $100 million deal with Dana White and Zuffa Boxing. Now, he didn't mention Dana White and Zuffa Boxing, but Dana White. And now Bill Haney is alluding to a possible $100 million deal with Dana White and Zuffa Boxing. Now, he didn't mention Dana White and Zuffa Boxing, but there is no other promoter outside of His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh who is affiliated with Dana White and Zuffa Boxing. So
who the source? So Blue say, shout out to Blue, man. I fuss with Blue, man. I like Blue Blood. I like Blue Blood. Blue Blood is funny, man. I fuss with him. He a good dude. He a real nice guy. He really is, though. Blue say, there have been reports and links to reports about Devin Haney being with Zuffa Boxing, and now Bill Haney just confirmed. You know, he was just putting out there that there's a possibility that Dana White, you know, that the deal could be linking a new $100 million deal with Dana White and Zuffa Boxing. So I'm listening very intently, right? And then right after that, Blue say, now, Bill did not say, didn't mention Dana White and Zuffa Boxing, but however, I said, oh, okay. I said, oh, so all right, so again. I don't know what the tweet mean. I'm saying I don't know what the tweet mean. The tweet can mean anything. That's all I'm saying. The tweet can mean, okay, hold on. They say there's another one. They say Aki TV. Now I know Bill. No, let's go to our other good brother, Aki TV. Let's go to Aki TV, the brother man. Go to our key right quick. Our key. Let's go to our key right quick. See what the brother talking about. I think somebody told me he said he made a video about it too. See what I'm saying? All right, so let's see what our key talking about. Hold on, let's see what our key talking about. I do not own the rights to the material. This for educational purposes only. Bro, hold on, I'm trying to tell you, boy. I know how this shit works. Trust me, I do. I know how it works. Believe me.
So when it comes to Devin the Dream Haney, now Devin Debo Haney, a lot of rumors have been circulating around his name that perhaps he's going to sign with Zuffa Boxing. I mean, Eddie Hearn have been hinting at it for a minute. Well, Bill Haney came out stating the following: the business will test you. People will doubt you. Do the Devin Haney. Do the Devin Haney. Money emoji. Man, Bill Haney done invented a new dance. He told Lamont Roach the same thing when he fought Pitbull. Do the Devin Haney. That's how you should have fought him. Then he followed up with new deal worth over $100 million before 30 years old? ? Who's your manager? ? Now that's one hell of a statement.
Man, I can't, dog. I can't. I'm gonna keep my mouth closed on this one. I'm gonna drop the phone lines. I'm gonna just keep my mouth closed on this one.
Bill Haney can land Devin Haney $100 million contract without signing him for the rest of his career to whoever trying to sign him, if that's Zuffa. That's one hell of a statement. And that's why Bill Haney ain't never been the manager of the year, because they don't give the rewards to who really earned them or who really should win them. I mean, if kind of been.
Okay, sorry. All right. I ain't trying to hear all this. So it says Devin Haney signs. Wait. Look at the title. Hold on. Look at it. Says Devin Haney signs $100 million contract for multi-fight deal with Zuffa Boxing. Bill Haney hints. Now, let me show y'all how this works, because I do this shit for a living, right? I ain't talking about boxing. I don't do boxing for a living, but I'm a copywriter. You know, I'm in marketing and advertising, right? And in sales. So this is called a curiosity. This could be considered as clickbait or curiosity headline. It's a curiosity headline, but it's how he worded this. Devin Haney, because when you look at on your phone or whatever, this is a long title. So it's going to be cut off when you look at it on your phone. It's not going to show the entire, you know what I mean? You're only going to see these first ones, right? That's why, you know, in advertising, they tell you want to put the best shit, your best words in the front. Devin Haney signs $100 million contract, and it may cut off right on the phone. You got to click on it to see. And then you think for a multi-fight deal with Zuffa Boxing, hints, Bill Haney hints. But when you look at the tweet, I'm like, how do you get Zuffa Boxing? And Bill Haney hinted that Zuffa Boxing was gonna get him $100 million. And I'm like, bro, like, fam. Anyways, this what I'm gonna do. Let's go look at what the people saying over here, and then I'm gonna drop these phone lines, and then I ain't really got nothing to say. I'm gonna keep my mouth closed on this. Shout out to over here. Let's see, team RAC. I think this is my main man. I want to say, is this Bernard Hackett? It could be them. I don't know. He said great way. He said great way to get generational wealth for your son and family. He said from one father to another, much respect. This guy got a Tank Davis thumbnail. He said Lil Devin can't get 8,000 likes on IG. This dude said, he said Devin can't get 8,000 likes on IG. Bruh. And he circled. He said Devin can't get 8,000 likes on IG. Bro, like this, like, fam, Devin Haney is successful. He's successful. I'm trying to figure out what is he laughing at. He said, look, Devin can't get 8,000 likes on IG. And he got a laughing and crying emoji. But I'm like, the man is a millionaire, fam. What are you talking about? Anyway, this guy say MVP dad secured the bag for you and yours as you should. Okay. This guy, again, the same guy, he said $100 million. He said, your bitch boy son can't even get 1 million free views on YouTube. boy, he hate hard, boy. He said, I wonder how many views he got. I know. Hey, the dude, he got to take that with thumbnail. Okay, fam, I'm gonna ask you a question. Hello, how many views you got? Anyway, this guy say exactly why Edward didn't want you anywhere near your son. He said the boxing machine, I guess he talking about Eddie Hearn, the boxing machine powers that be despise you for your witty chess moves. Real Devin Haney, without your pops, you'll be in a slave deal. Happy early Father's Day. You deserve it, Bill. Okay. So the people, there's a mixed bag over here, mixed bag. This guy went and asked Gronk. And he went and asked Gronk, which is like the AI over here. It's like the ChatGPT version over here on X. He said Devin Haney's father / manager just teased a new multi-fight deal for Devin Haney worth over $100 million before he turns 30. No official announcement or fight list yet. Speculation points to Zuffa Boxing, but it's a massive payday if confirmed. Okay, speculation. I got a question. Where are all these reports coming from? That's a good question. Where are the reports coming from? If Devin Haney, if Bill Haney, if there's rumors, I ain't heard these rumors. And the few rumors that I did hear came from the very same people who, that's all I'm gonna say. But I'm like, where these rumors come from? If Devin Haney and Bill Haney, if Bill Haney has negotiated, secured, locked in, or close to signing a $100 million deal with Zuffa Boxing and Dana White and Turki Al-Sheikh, and the only people that know about it is the Haneys, Dana White and Turki Al-Sheikh, how did the rumors get out that that's what was going on? Who leaked it? Or who made it up? If I wasn't there, you wasn't there, he wasn't there, she wasn't there, they wasn't there, this is a private business meeting that's going on amongst people who are in the know. Where did this come from? We know what Bill did. He just put gasoline on it. But where did it come from? Only people knew was those guys. So did Dana White say something? Did Turki Al-Sheikh say something? Did Devin Haney say something? Or did Bill Haney say something? Who was the author of the rumor? Was it Dana White? We ain't heard nothing from Dana White. Was it Turki Al-Sheikh? We ain't heard nothing from Turki Al-Sheikh. Was it Devin Haney? No, we ain't heard nothing from him about that. Was it Bill Haney? Bill Haney put out a tweet saying that, asking 2 questions, not making a statement. He just asked 2 questions. When you make a statement, you have an exclamation mark. You just prove the point emphatically, backed up by hardcore facts that can't be refuted. That's a statement. He asked 2 questions. That's it. True. Again, I know how this shit works, so take it or leave it alone. Let me go ahead and drop these phone lines, man. Y'all call the show, man.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool?
You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Yeah, man. So, it is with it. So what do y'all think, man? Like the fans. Matter of fact, hold on. Let's go over here, because I didn't show y'all. I didn't show y'all what the people were talking about. This guy say, let's talk about this, Bill. Can we get details? Want to go live? I got a stream when you are ready. So this guy trying to get Bill on. This guy said your mans don't even be headlining his own fights. So this guy laughing. This person said this is believable only because Dana White wants to say we got it like that. Bragging rights, because who in the hell is going to pay 15 for Ben? He did it to step on Eddie Hearn's toes. Yeah, for what I'm hearing, Conor Ben ain't getting no 15 million for no one fight. He got a multi-fight deal. So that was a rumor that was put out there, but he never said it was for one fight, 15 million for one fight. Never. You know what I mean? But anyways, because I read language, I understand language very well. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me.
Hey, Coach, Blood will say anything to get the views. He don't care whether it's true or not. He just wants to be first, bro. I know that's what it's about. So, next time he texts you 3:30 in the morning without facts, tell him to go to sleep, bro. Come on, man. But
no, Blue Blood ain't text me 3:30 in the morning.
Oh, my bad. My mistake. I apologize, man. My bad. But all right. So I like Debo, man. I like Debo there, and I will never bet against him. I mean that. And I like Debo because I know in between fights he's doing his homework. Mm-hmm. I saw him in there with James Toney and no cap. Whatever he learns from James Toney, that should make him a better fighter. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And let's call it what it is, Coach. Haney's boring, bro. That's what it is, man. His fights are not exciting, bro. Once he knows he's winning the round, good luck catching him. Yeah. He's not gonna fight you, bro. He's hard to trap. And he's all about safety first, man. You can't fool anybody, bro. And that's cool. You're winning the fight. It's cool. But, the problem with Haney, bro, is the lack of knockouts, Coach. You feel me? That right there, man.
So what do you think about Devin Haney's take on his position on the pound for pound list? Do you think it should be higher? And then what is your take on the two questions that Bill Haney asked on his X post, basically saying, hey man, $100 million, what he said, as a matter of fact, new deal worth $100 million before 30 years old, ? And then he said, who's your manager, ? He didn't say, hey, Devin Haney just inked a $100 million deal worth over $100 million. He didn't say that. He said, he asked the question, new deal worth $100 million before 30 years old, ? Now, what do you think about that? Because one guy said on here, Bill, cut the bullshit. We need specifics. Well, we need you to be specific. You know what I mean? Because this is very, very vague. How do you feel? What do you feel about that?
Man, I don't know, Cole, whether it's true or not. Listen, 100 mil is 100 mil, bro. Mm. If it's true, take it, bro. Don't take any chances. Mm. But the truth is, man, we don't know. Bill, he's always talking, bro, running his mouth, capping, and it's just doing that for the views and keep his boy irrelevant. And I understand, bro. He's a great manager, right? And he's doing a great job, but hey, if that's what it is, man, they get all that money, Cole. The truth is, bro, we don't get any of it, man. So good for him, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nobody else is getting offers like that out there. So, bro, they give you the fucking money, take it and run with it, But again, with him, bro, the lack of knockout, Coach, we know that he takes the foot off the gas. And we can see that. And that right there, bro, running the clock, it's coming. Mm. So that doesn't sell. That's his problem. So him being upset with Inoue, with a pound for pound list and all that shit, at first I thought he is hating. just like your core, bro.
Yeah.
Once I hear these guys talk about Sugar Ray Leonard or Sugar Ray Robinson, they shit right there, man, on the spot, I lose all respect for you.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah,
but
me too.
Again, but bro, Inoue and him, there's no comparison. I don't even want to talk about who they fought, bro, there's no comparison, bro. You know what I'm saying? Inoue already proven, all-time great. Haney got a lot of work to do. I like the motherfucker. Again, bro, I will never bet against him. I know he comes to fight. The problem is he's not entertaining. People like knockout. You hear that, Bill? That's my call, coach. Respect from New York, bro.
All right, salute, fam. No, it's like a running back getting drafted in the NFL and he starts shitting on Walter Payton. Oh, Walter Payton really wasn't all that. Barry Sanders really wasn't that good. Earl Campbell, if he would have played here in this era, I would have did such to him. Bro, like you never hear that in no sport but boxing. The young nigga who just jumped out the porch, started boxing, he learned the handmade, hold on. He learned how to do the handmade routine. And, he been fighting a whole bunch of cherry pick fights with a padded record. And he gonna talk about Sugar Ray, the end of the sugars. Wasn't all that. Like, boy, hush. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
And them boys can't even talk about sugar iced tea, coach. It's Leo H-Town, coach. H-Town.
Leo from H-Town, talk to me.
I'll tell you what, coach. Bill Haney knows how to get the Haneyacks riled up. They've been at it. No.
Leo, don't be cold and hating, man. Leo, now come on, Leo. Stall him out, Leo. The Bill is doing a magnificent job. They know his fan base, they riled up. They saying they got $100 million, over $100 million bag. Big news is finna be announced. You see what I'm saying? Come on, Leo.
Oh, coach, they're going crazy. My fighter's $100 million fighter. Your fighter ain't this. My fighter, $150 million fighter. But they ain't telling you if the deal is for 20 fights, 30 fights, 15 fights.
We getting that Canelo. We getting that Canelo money now. We told Canelo to move over. You ain't the only one that's gonna get 100 M's. We finna get 100 M's too.
Hey, and I don't knock them. If it's for 10 fights or 15 fights, that's still a lot of money for a fighter like Devin, who doesn't bring excitement to a fight. Yeah. That's a lot of money. What, y'all give him a $10 million a fight? That's a lot of money for a guy like Devin that he's a hug and jab type of fighter. Hey, those guys really don't make that type of money. People try to put that coat on Floyd, but they forget about Pretty Boy. Pretty Boy was the one that got all the money up. Money was just the one that coasted through once that check came through. But he was still putting more pressure on these guys than Devin ever did, in that ring. So, but it's hilarious just to hear people, my fight, $100 million fighter.
$100 million fighter, man. 100 mil, baby, 100 milli.
And they're thanking Bill Haney like Bill Haney's their father. Oh, man, when you got a father like Bill Haney, he's blessed. He's blessed, man. Bill, keep doing your thing. Bill, take care of your son. Bro, his son is taking care of him. What are y'all talking about? Without Devin's talent, Bill still be pimping. Well, it's the other way around. That's how.
But if it wasn't for the pimping, we wouldn't know nothing about Devin Haney's talent.
Man, coach, they got it twisted. The guy with all the talent don't get the credit, and the pimping is getting all the credit. He's the man. Oh, man, hey, without Devin, Bill still be in the streets, man. He needs to thank Devin. It's the other way around. These days, half these guys are Bill Haney fans. They're not even fans of Devin. They know Bill. Bill is the father they wish they could. You know what I mean? God damn, I wish I could be a good dad like Bill. They don't even know if Bill's been in his life. They don't even know if Bill was pimping until he turned 16. They don't even know where Bill's been at, but they got this conception of Bill that he's the best father, best manager. He could be signing his life away right now.
Listen,
for $100 million.
Bill Haney is the architect, so when you you know, when you like, it's like LeVar Ball or Bill stepped on the scene and he showed fathers in boxing how you can get money. Coming from the mean streets of East Oakland, you saying that Bill Haney is riding off of his son's talent. But but I say this to you, Leo, my brother, you're putting the wagon before the horse. Had it not been for Bill being in the streets, slanging boulders, pimping, putting his game down, on Fillmore Street, you see what I'm saying? Had it not been for him doing that paved the way to be able to come up with the money to train Devin Haney. Have him go travel all around the United States, sparring, training with different legendary trainers. Had it not been from the money that came from the pimping and slanging, we wouldn't be talking about Devin Haney. So how are you going to dismiss the apple tree, but accept the apple? Had it not been for the tree, we wouldn't have no apple. You dig? So come on, Leo, tighten up.
Come on, Coach, man. You know better than that. Without the horse, Bill would be another guy in tight pants and a hat. That's it. Without that horse. Hey, the horse is doing all the work. The jockey just back up and chilling. Why do you think they're paying money to stud the horse? They ain't paying money to stud the goddamn jockey. I don't know, man. But, hey, if he's getting this much money, hey, good for him. Hell of a deal, even if it's a 10-fight deal or a 15-fight deal, because he's not going to get this kind of money anywhere else. And this boxing economics that we have these days, and the stars are getting fewer and fewer, so we only got Tank and Canelo really commanding that kind of money by themselves. Everybody else pretty much died out, and Tank can't stop hitting the women, and Canelo's on his way out the door, So it is the way to get it. They're getting ahead of the crowd right now. So I advise Ryan Garcia, I advise the Tiafimos, go get that super money where they're willing to give it right now, because once boxing sells down, there ain't no more stars. And y'all guys don't sell. It don't matter if you're black, white, don't matter. Y'all don't sell in America, and we're in America. Sadly, we're not in Europe or in Japan. So go get that money. Go get that $10 million fight or $8 or $9 million fight guarantee y'all gonna get, and dress it up at $90 million, $200 million. Hey, it's all good, bro. It's all good. Get that money while you can, guys, because hey, what turkey see? Once he's tired of giving the money away, that's it, man. Close.
Leo.
So,
Leo, man, Leo, man, you can listen, man. Listen, Leo, you gotta get that hate out your heart, man. You gotta just come on, jump on the bandwagon, man. Look here, man. Jump on the bandwagon. Bill said 100 million, asked the question. I don't know what the hell that means, but we just gonna take it around with it because everybody else saying that he getting 100 million. So we just gonna take it around with it. He's $100 million fighter right now. He's followed the Money Mayweather blueprint, the green print. He got 100 million. Now that's what Bill is. That's what everybody's assuming, because Bill ain't say that. Yeah. Now notice, Bill Haney did not say that, and Aki TV and Blue Blood Sports TV, even though they said what they said, but they did say in there, Bill Haney did not say this. So where they got it from, I don't know. But however, again, Bill said the 100 milli, you know what I mean? Father of the year. He came from the hood, the mean streets of Oakland, out of the ghettos, the slums, went through the federal penitentiaries, and where he's at now in his life. Had it not been for the father, you would not know anything about the son, brother. You can't separate the son from the father. You can't praise the son, but diminish the father. Had it not been for the sacrifices that the father made, the son would not be living a pleasant, lavish lifestyle and living and going to heavenly heights. You can't do that. You can't separate the two.
Hey, Coach, just one more thing before I get out of here. It's funny how these boxing fans go from saying Dana White's giving out slave contracts to Dana White's making $100 million fighters. Really funny. It's really funny how they switch up real quick. Yeah, but I'm out, Coach. H-Town.
All right. Sorry to Leo, man. Leo, you can't separate the father from the son. You can't do that. You can't separate the father from the son. You get what I'm saying? See, listen, they try to do that, right? They try to do that because, see, that's what I'm trying to get Leo to understand. Leo, you can't, again, the sacrifices that Bill was made. Bill Haney took penitentiary chances in order to get his family in the position that they're in right now. So, you know, I can't really get mad at a man. You know, the man did what he had to do, like rap transfer. He took penitentiary chances. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to doggone Mitchell. He say, Coach, this ain't the Bible. Hey, Mitchell say this ain't the Bible. I never said it was. I never said it was the Bible. You brought the Bible up, brother. You did that, not me. Shout out to Akila. Akila, what's going on? Dr. Mario, what the link read, baby boy? What's happening? Dr. Mario in this bitch. Green Eyes P, what the link read? Shout out to Dr. Boston. He said Bill Haney equals chump. Man, Dr. Boston, man, you got to stop hating on Bill, man. You got to stop hating on Bill. The man doing big things, brother, for his family. I can't get mad at that. Shout out to Lonnie from the Chi. Lonnie from the Chi, talk to me, baby. What's going on in Chi-Town? Shout out to doggone CJ. He say Leo hates every boxer not named Canelo. Big Mason, Flint, Michigan, stand up. Shout out to Big Mason, my brother. Shout out to Curtis. He say Leo has a great heart full of DHP hate. I love it. Leo and Curtis, come on, fam. Curtis, this is a celebration. You know, they say now, according to Aki TV and Bill Bluebird, listen, you know, and then Bill Haney tweet. So you combine that three together. I got an idea who put that information out there, but that's neither here nor there. They working on $100 million, baby, 100 million. You get what I'm saying? I would get excited, but I'm not getting it. So I'm not getting anything. Again, I read the language very well. I don't know what this means. I'm gonna tell you what's funny though. The way Aki worded this is fucking hilarious. Devin Haney signs a $100 million contract for a multi-fight deal with Zuffa Boxing. Bill Haney hints. He got Bill Haney hints at the end, right? Because niggas gonna take this headline as low. This is low, right? You know, this is low. You know, that's an old term we say back in the 80s. Yeah, that's low. That's low, meaning this is true. They're gonna take this as low. Yeah, man, you see what I'm saying? All right, I remember, check this out. This is funny as hell. I remember Gray Hair called the show. Yeah, coach, what you got to say about that? Tank charges got dropped, and he's countersuing that woman for $20 million for lying on him. What you got to say about that, coach? You see what I'm saying? You always hating on Tank. And I said, who told you that? Where you got that information from? He say, well, Fanon, I was watching Fanon and Bossy Ego, and that's what they say. I say, bro. I say, oh, okay. True. I say, oh, okay. He said that shit. He said, yeah, see, Fanon and Bossy Ego. I was like, man, come on. All right, Gray. Gray had don't curse me out. Gray had don't curse me out talking shit. Now, again, as I said before, you can't diminish. I don't know if Devin Haney signed a $100 million deal with Zuffa Boxing or not. I don't know. All I'm saying is that's not what the tweet said. That's all I'm saying. I'm showing you, look, did Bill Haney say this in the tweet? No, he didn't. And then I'm showing you how they got these titles, these headlines worded. Someone's not, I'm not saying this. Someone say this is clickbait. Because if you just read this part, you would assume that this is low. But there's no reports nowhere from Zuffa, from Turk Al-Rashid, from Dana White, that they have signed Devin Haney to a $100 million contract. And based on the tweet that Bill Haney put out there, how do you determine that his tweet is a hint that Devin signed a $100 million contract with Zuffa? Again, I ain't got but a GED. That's all I got. I ain't got but a GED. But I have a master's degree in common sense and reading comprehension. I'm good at this shit. So I'm trying to figure, okay, wait a minute. Again, And, you know, I'm just a little nigga from West Tampa, Florida. You know, grew up in the projects. You know, eating Cuban sandwiches eating free lunch in the summertime, and you know what I mean, and stuff like that. You know what I mean, going to the food stamp office, welfare office with my mama every month. You know, social workers used to come by that apartment just to make sure we ain't got no man in the house in order for us to continue to get welfare for the few years that we was on it. How does this like new deal worth over $100 million for before 30 years old? He's asking two questions: who's your manager? And new deal worth $100 million. That's not making a statement. He's asking a question. So how you would read it is new deal worth over $100 million before 30 years old? Question mark. Who is your manager? Question mark. That's it. So I'm just saying, how does this interpret? Hold on, wait. My bad. Y'all ain't see it. How does this new deal worth over $100 million? Worth over $100 million before 30 years old? Question mark. Who's your manager? Question mark. How does this equal this? Devin Haney signs a $100 million contract for multi-fight deal with Zuffa Boxing. Bill Haney hints. I'm trying to somebody please make it make sense to me. Again, I'm slow. I'm slow, I'm not that bright. I'm slow, I'm not that bright, and I got a GED. So please help me out. Please help me out. Y'all help the old man out. I'm slow, I'm not that bright, and I got a GED. Somebody help me out, because I'm trying to figure that out. Phone lines over 530-494-9636. I'm trying to figure that part out. That's all. What you say, Mitchell say, he say this would have been breaking news and been a notification on your phone, if so. Same way it happened for Conor Ben. Yeah, but you know what? It did come to find out Conor Ben, check this out. Conor Ben got a multi-fight deal. Because guess what? Mitchell, check this out. Conor Ben never said he signed a one-fight deal for $15 million. Not to my knowledge. Dana White never said, yeah, we just signed Conor Ben to a one-fight deal for $15 million. Neither one of them never said that to my knowledge. Unless y'all know something I don't know. Report put out there from somebody. Did you get what I'm saying? Because now, from what I'm hearing, Eddie Hearn is supposed to be suing Dana White and them because he wanted the right to match whatever they was offering Conor Ben. And he said Conor Ben blowed him off and didn't even answer the phone or something of that sort. Then they put a rumor out there through their reporters that Dana White and Conor Ben signed a one-fight $15 million deal. But I don't see anything what Dana White said it or Conor Ben said it. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm showing y'all these manipulation tactics. I know how this shit work, bro. Telling you, bro. I can spread a rumor, and I've done this before. Listen, shout out to AT&T. He said Bill Haney a mastermind. When his name come up, respect it. Yo. Hey, respect it. Listen, you ain't got to like Bill Haney. That is true. But boy, guess what? They said you got to respect it.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect
it. You get what I'm saying?
Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
Bill say respect it. Bill said respect it. That's what Bill said. Respect it. You ain't gotta like it, but respect it. You get what I'm saying? That's all. Hey, shout out to Lonnie, man. Chi-Town stand up. So anyways, I remember, this is a while ago. I think Green Eyes P was over here. Jamie was over here. And I used to do a lot of teaching on this show, right? I used to show people what a curiosity headline is, how would I make certain thumbnails in order to, stuff like that. A lot of stuff has changed in YouTube right now, to be honest with you, the way they got the algorithm going and stuff like that. And I understand what's going on. I do understand the game. I haven't played it yet because everything I've done has been organic up until this point. And so you have your ebbs and your flows and stuff like that. So I get that. But I remember I said, I did a show. And I told everybody in the audience, I said, I'm finna make up a bold-faced lie that's not true. I'm finna show y'all how this works. And I think I went to Blue Bloods channel, or I went to Fag Non's channel. I want to say it was Fag Non's channel. That's what it was. And I looked at how he do his thumbnails. I said, "Oh, that's simple. I could do that." He normally had like the green outline and then in the picture sitting inside of it. And I said, "Oh, I can copy that thumbnail." So because I know his audience is accustomed to seeing that style thumbnail from that their favorite content creator, Fag 9. I say, so I'm gonna mimic this thumbnail and I'm gonna make up a lie. And I told everybody in the chat, I say, this is a bold-faced lie. This is not true. I'm just making it up right now. And to prove that, and I wanted to prove a point. I said, I'm gonna prove to y'all. I say this video gonna get about anywhere between 10 to 15,000 views. I said it's gonna happen within like 2-3 days, if that, because my channel is not as big as theirs. Bro, I bullshit you not. That's exactly what happened. True. That's exactly what happened. Hey, shout out to Ham. He said, I was there too, coach. Okay. Shout out to Damien. He said, I remember that. Bro, I'm telling you, I know how Damien, I know how this stuff work, bro. The people, I know how this stuff work. I know propaganda when I hear it. I know clickbait when I see it. I listen to language very well. All this shit is about propaganda. That's what it's all about. Again, in the mainstream, and again, I'm not saying these guys are clickbaiting or whatever. I'm not saying that. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is I know the game. I know the boxing content creation hustle. Now, I haven't participated like I should be participating. Could to be honest with you, I should be doing the same thing. It's just that it's just my life outside of this podcast. It's the engine that drives everything else. So I put more effort and emphasis on what matters versus the entertainment aspect of it. Did you get what I'm saying? Cause ain't nobody on this shit making money like that. But a few content creators. Showbiz, Blue. Maybe Southpaw, maybe Shigo, and maybe Fag 9. Oh yeah, in the boxing voice. Those guys probably doing pretty well. Maybe they might be doing 6 figures a year. Maybe they might be doing 6 figures a year. Showbiz he's definitely doing that and so more than likely, because he got sponsors and stuff like that. So he's definitely doing it. But it'll be Showbiz. He'll be the top guy, and then it'll probably be like, again, maybe Ness or Blue or whatever. Shigo, Fag 9, this and that. You know what I'm saying? They got their little audience. They got over 200,000 subscribers and stuff like that. So they got a good number to work with, stuff. And then they have a good little workflow in how often they put videos out and how much those videos make money. Like how the video game work. You drop a video, and when it's first hot, it does really, really, really well. It depends on how YouTube have you set up in their algorithm and stuff like that. And so a certain percentage of people who watch your videos, they have been accustomed and programmed to watching it. So the more you flood the zone, the more you flood the zone, the more you become more ingrained into the DNA of the algorithm at that time until it changes. Because it always changes. YouTube always changes. Like what may work yesterday may not be working today. What might have worked 6 months ago when shit was rolling for you, it may not be working 6 months later today. And then you got to change and do what's working for the new wave. That's how this shit works. Like all bullshit aside, I know this shit very well. I haven't played the game because I've been doing a lot of, doing a lot of shit. But it's definitely, it's definitely a method to the madness. And then to ensure that you always popping, there's one thing that you can do to ensure that you always popping. You get what I'm saying? So, that's another story for another day. That's another story for another day. You get what I'm saying? So, So anyways, hey, what did say? Jazz say, he said, even Fag 9 don't believe the bullshit he puts out. No, but see, Jazz, I told you the game, right? This is the game. you can't fault the content creator. I guess you can and you can't. But you can't fault the content creator for putting out content that his audience wants to hear, and it's gonna make him money. If I can put out some bullshit every day, and that bullshit is doing great numbers on a consistent basis, then you got to look at these guys. Okay, the Google AdSense, they do deposits in America between the 21st of this, between the 21st and the 26th of every month. That's how this shit works. On the 21st and the 26th of every month, they put out you know, everybody, if you're a content creator and you monetize, you get a deposit into your account. That's how this works, right? And you got to really, really make content that, you know, that's going to stay in the green, meaning that when you upload it or finish it, you know, it don't go in the yellow or say it can't be demonetized or say it won't be monetized because it violates, you know, YouTube, you know, guide terms and service and guidelines and all that stuff there. So when you do this shit, you really can't be cursing. You really can't be, and to be honest with you, it's one thing that they really want you to do. You know, I ain't gonna say it, but I ain't gonna say it because they be hitting me up all the time, and I'm gonna do it because I want to try this shit. Like it's like a social experiment. I want to try to see if it works. You get what I'm saying? So just I mean, you know, working directly with Google, but that's another story for another day. So if you have an audience, look at it like this here. Hey Jazz, look at it like this here. Say you're a recording artist, say you're a rapper, and you got a fan base. And your rappers and your fans like the type of music that you make. And now, as long as you continue to make the type of music that you make, that fan base will continue to follow you, support you, help you out. Because your following is built on, let's say you're a drill rapper. Yeah, I shot up the ops. I went to the grave, dug up the ops' grave, spit on the casket. I did all this stuff there right now. You got a fan base who crazy about you. Yeah, free Pooh Shady. Shady about that life. He about this, he about that. That's his fan base. The Nigglets. The Nigglets is his fan base, right? And then you turn around and say, I want to make a Jesus Walk album. Like a Kanye or, yeah, dog, I ain't really finna be on that no more, dog. I'm on to something else. I don't elevate it and evolve. And then guess what? Ain't nobody coming to see him no more as much. Ain't nobody really talking about him or checking for him as much because he don't turn on his fan base. His fan base wanted a certain kind of music, and now he don't went against that. So guess what he got to do? He got to go back to that. Perfect example. This is why you can't be all in on one fighter. You're going to have your ebbs and your flows. You got to know how to weather the storm, but you can't have a channel. I'm saying me. And that's why I can't have a channel that's just riding and representing, being a representative of one fighter. Because if that fighter, something happened or you and that dude fall out or something happened or whatever the case may be, like, you know, motherfucker gonna leave or whatever the case, you know what I mean? Because listen, these hoes ain't loyal. When I say hoes, I ain't, you know, I'm just using that as a metaphor to say, look, man, these people go anywhere they want to go. Most people who watch the content probably ain't subscribed anyways. A lot of content creators who even who have big channels, most people who watch their content are not even subscribers. They may have like 51, 52% subscribed and the other 48% not subscribed, but they watch all the time. They just haven't committed to subscribe. You get what I'm saying? So the analytics will tell you that. So pretty much, they got to continue to pander. They got to continue to pander to that audience because that's what's driving the numbers, and that's increasing their bottom line. That's helping them pay that bill for that next month. Do you get what I'm saying? So I mean, it's a hustle. It's a hustle, but you know, when you look at it that way, you get it. When you look at it that way, when I start looking at it that way, I say, oh, okay, I get it. It's just a business, fam. It's just a business. It really ain't nothing to take personal. It really ain't nothing to take personal. It's all about what you say, Jamie. You say that's why boxing is dead in America. Too many fanboys for one fighter. That's why you don't see these fighters You see the fan base is crashing out over Teofimo Lopez and Ryan Garcia about Devin Haney or Keyshawn Davis or Shakur Stevenson. But when you see Shakur Stevenson around Ryan Garcia or Teofimo Lopez, it's like all of these guys are the best of friends. And that's why I told y'all, man, don't be crashing out over these niggas, man. Y'all trying to hold these fighters to a standard that they don't have. These dudes was born in the late 90s, in the 2000s. They don't know nothing about no struggle. They don't know nothing about no black pride or Mexican pride or nothing of that sort. This a whole new audience, a whole new demographics in boxing right now, bro. You can't hold these new booties to a honorable or a cold standard. They don't know nothing about that. You got white dudes calling each other on the N-words, calling each other niggas and stuff around black dudes, and they cool and ride with it. And the reason why is because they don't look at it the way someone from the old school will look at it. They don't look at it like that. Look at Dean the Great. Look at how AB acting over there with Dean the Great. Look at those streamers, how they talk to each other. Oh, nigga, you don't went crazy, nigga. Talking to the white dude, oh, nigga. And the white dude may say something to them back or whatever. Bro, it's kind of like, it's, bro, I'm telling y'all. This shit ain't worth getting emotional about, fam. Once I realized that what's here, I was like, oh. What did it say? He said, even Devin Scon clickbait sucks. And that's free. Hey, Curtis, come on. Curtis, you know what, Curtis? I'm tired of this. Curtis, I'm finna put Debo on you right now.
Come Debo. Who? Debo.
What's up, y'all? What's up, Red? What you got on my 40, homie?
Hey, Curtis, I ain't want to do it to you, dog. I ain't want to do it to you. Curtis, check this out. I tell you what, Curtis, if you say one more thing about Debo Dev, I'm sending them goons to you digitally, of course, right now. True. If you say one more thing about Debo Dev, I'm sending them digital goons at you. I ain't want to do it because I rock with you, but I'm sending them to you. You crossing the line. You crossing the line today. You crossing the line. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what up, Coach? It's Coach Eddie from ATL.
Coach Eddie, talk to me.
Good, brother. Yeah, I just want to talk about the two things that the topic at hand that you got on your thumbnail about the pound for pound list and about the Zuffa deal.
Yeah.
So, like, to me, as far as the Zuffa deal or whatever, I think that's just Bill, being Bill himself, using, he got some pro channels who put out stuff and just basically just starting a media frenzy online. Because now you got people arguing about this, folks getting mad. They count Devin Haney money. Oh, he ain't worth all that. He ain't entertaining. They talk, and it's both sides. The people defending Devin. I kind of like rubbing it in, like, yeah, you see Devin getting all the money. Meanwhile, they ain't getting none of the money, but they just have it that Devin getting the money, so it's a weird dynamic, and you got folks making videos about this cap. That's all I'm hearing, cap deal, Devin ain't worth this, Devin ain't worth that. Hey, maybe you get the money, maybe you don't, man. But that's Bill Haney, being that marketing thing.
So basically, you saying the propaganda is coming from Bill Haney. That what you saying?
I believe so, but it's smart though. Bill always been good at using the algorithm, man, and social media, man.
That's smart.
He's very smart. That's very smart. Yeah. Keep it. Like I say, his son ain't fault. He been out of range in November.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got to keep his name out there. So you got to keep his name out there somehow.
Got to keep his name out there. I mean, if we can't fight in the ring, we can fight on the internet. You know what I mean? But it is.
We gonna fight on the internet. It's gonna be some fighting either in the ring or on the internet. But it's gonna be some fighting.
We're gonna be some fighting. And as far as that pound for pound thing, man, the pound for pound list so fugazi now. Because to me, I consider pound for pound like an extraordinary boxer, like a dude that got a goddamn cape on his back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Undeniable. Like, this dude is pound for pound. Like, Roy Jones back in the day. Pound for pound. Floyd Mayweather, pound for pound. Manny Pacquiao, Terrence Crawford, guys like that, Holyfield, Lennox, Sugar Ray Robinson. These dudes on the pound for pound list, they beat one guy, and they think they shoot straight to the top of the list. Dude, you beat one dude. How you gonna? You ain't got nobody worth to justify you being number one. Usyk, pound for pound, going in there with knockout artists, much bigger guys, beating these guys in their hometown. You know, I mean, fighting dangerous guys. They ain't just beat. He fighting guys they can knock his block off. That's pound for pound. So Anthony Johnson could knock that man block off. Daniel Vardy, all he do is a big punches, man, and he going there getting the job done. Tyson Fury, he beat him. So it's just like they give these dudes pound for pound criteria for doing the bare minimum, man. To me, it ain't enough just to win. It's how you win. You know what I mean? You can win, but how did you win? Yeah. Did you make it look great? Did you dominate your opponent? Did you dismount him? Did you pick him apart? Did you go against all odds when everybody said you couldn't win and you went up there and did it anyway? To me, that's pound for pound legendary stuff. But some of these guys that's on that pound for pound list, man, I don't agree with it, but like you said, the Ring magazine, they done watered it down so much.
Okay, so what's your criteria then? For any fighter, irregardless of race, color, or creed, take race, color, and creed out of it, and tell me what's your criteria to be on the pound for pound list.
To me, pound for pound list, it ain't just about the accolades. Because like I said, you can fight a champion. It's about going up there and beat somebody that they said was the name. Like when Roe went up there and beat James Toney. He didn't just go up there and beat no paper champion. He beat a true champ. You know, and made it look easy. Like when you do something legendary, you do something you ain't supposed to be able to do. When you do something just
both of them, because Roy moved up from junior middleweight to middleweight, right? Was that middleweight or super middleweight? I forgot what it was.
Yeah, I think it was middle.
It was middleweight. Yeah, he moved up because he beat B-Hop at middleweight, junior middleweight, I think. Then I think he moved, or he beat him at, I forgot what division he beat B-Hop at, but then he moved up. He ended up challenging James Toney for the belt. He beat him and stuff like that. Yeah, that Roy right there. That Roy right there. Yeah, that was a bad boy. Even though he was fundamentally flawed, but he was just athletic enough and fast enough to do leaping left hooks with his chin in the air and get away with it. You know what I mean? So Roy was a bad boy.
Even what Crawford did. Look what Crawford did. Went something all the way to this. Went up there and beat the best guy at 168 and made it look easy.
But I think the criteria today is different. So I don't know. So your criteria is doing something like what a Usyk did, or what a Crawford did, or what a who would you say, Devin Haney?
See, Devin, that's another thing, man. It's like he beat some guys. I mean, I give him credit for Lomachenko, but you know, some of them guys, man, like it's hard to get a man credit for George Campbell. So I mean, yeah, you did collect the best. Cool, you know what I mean? His best win is the Lomachenko win. I think his second best win is Inoue win. Yeah. In my opinion, you know, the other guys, man, he was a clear favorite, man. You know what I'm saying? Even what Shakur did to T.O., that wasn't no pound for pound. So to me, T.O. was washed. I mean, not washed. He wasn't that good to me. I always thought T.O. was overrated. He arguably lost 3 or 4 fights already. Didn't cook. He be looking bad sometimes. You don't never know what you're gonna get. Yeah. So he beat Teofimo Lopez, and he shot straight to the number 2 spot or something. Like, well, beat this dude.
You know what, man?
Ain't no legendary fighter.
Man, you know what, man? I will listen to the CJ Goodfellow TV. I kind of agree with him on one thing. Yeah, you know, we probably just need to blow this pound for pound list up right now. Like, you know what, dog? It ain't about 3 motherfuckers I can name right now that should be in the top 3. You can argue about the rest, and that's it. That's just me. You know what I mean? Like, cause I want to look at it from the criteria of the old school, and they clearly don't do that in today's time. You know, so if the criteria is different, you got to be popular. If you're not popular, your ass ain't getting on there. And I do get that. You're not going to put no drop shots on there. So I do get it and stuff like that. But I think it leaned more towards popularity in today's time than anything. Now we're talking about the ring, but I just want to even look at other sanctioning bodies outside of the ring ranking system. When you got Jake Paul is in the ranking system, I'm talking about boxing. He's ranked. I don't know exactly where he's ranked at now. He was ranked at one time, but I'm like, man, come on, fam. Right now, hey, Coach Aiden, I'm finna tell you right now, dog. We finna have streaming boxing right now. I've been telling you for a minute now. Coach Eddie, this where it's at right now. Your favorite American fighter is going to be crossing over with podcasters and streamers. They looking at what AB doing. They looking at what AB doing, and now they're gonna be like, cause these dudes gotta try to get those fans, cause boxing is dead. Ain't nobody watching no boxing like that over here no more. So you gotta try to get in. Then you gotta try to get in with the jitterbugs, who was born in the 2000s, who was late 90s. You gotta try to get with them and be popular amongst them and get popping like that. That's what you gotta do.
That's right. I'm gonna wrap it up with this. Like I say, I get we some old dinosaurs, because to me the definition of pound for pound is Sugar Ray Robinson. Somebody that Shakur Stevenson said was cheap.
Yeah.
Said he was trash. So that tell you everything you need to know right there. Sugar Ray Robinson was pound for pound. But Shakur said he was garbage.
Bro, Ali
we
said,
know who Marvin Hagler was.
yeah, we can't even talk. Yeah, I can't talk to this nigga, man.
He said, who is Marvin Hagler? I don't even know who that is. Yeah, I'm done. All right, man. Shout out to Coach Eddie. Yeah. When Shakur said that, yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. Woo, Lord hell, boy. Lord hell mercy, boy. These niggas, boy, a motherfucker, boy. They able to niggas say, yeah, Shakur did shit on Sugar Ray Robinson. Shit, how you shit on Sugar Ray Robinson? Even Muhammad Ali said this. He said, I say I'm the greatest heavyweight of all time. He say, but when it comes for pound, greatest boxer of all time, that's Sugar Ray Robinson. Born Walker Smith, but he ended up changing his name to Sugar Ray Robinson. Illegally. He can do everything. Fight any style. Moving up and down weight division. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, when the nigga say that, I'm like, yeah, all right, man. And guess what? In their mind, they're right. No, you gotta say, this is the TikTok generation of fighters. This what I call the fighters in boxing today. This shit TikTok. TikTok boxing. TikTok fan bases. Kick and Twitch fan bases in boxing right now. This is why I say, look, man, I can't be arguing with these dudes.
You wanna argue? I can't argue with you. You mad? Look at you. You mad? I don't get paid to argue with you. Who is you? You ain't nobody.
I'm like, yeah, man, I'm not. Yeah, this is a TikTok fan base. I can't. Yeah. Well, yeah, dog, you got it. You got it, big dog. Big dog, you got it. See. These are the Boston fans that's here today, right here.
I like you, man. Damn, bro. Do you got on your period panties today?
What?
If you can, what you can hear?
Hold on.
Hold on. Do I have on period pants today?
Period panties.
I don't have on.
Nothing. I love it. That's crazy. I love everything about her. What's your name? So I don't forget.
I told you my name.
I like you.
See this fan base right here. The kick fan base. The kick fan base is what's on right now. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey man, shout out to that True Media podcast. I mean, and being that we're gonna get off the AB joking, let's get on the real thing that's smoking, man. What did I tell you, Coach? I say we never run out of options when you're as talented and skilled as Debo is. You know what I mean? And guess what? I'll tell you one other thing is, if anybody don't like it, well, guess what? They can fight for the position. You dig what I'm saying? Instead of crying about it. You know? What's happening, Coach?
Bill, Bill, we want to get straight to the point. The people want to know, because I saw IKTV video. IKTV worded the video basically saying that Devin Haney has signed a $100 million contract for a multi-fight deal due for boxing.
Shout out to
Bill Haney hits.
Shout out to everyone covering it. You don't got to hear. It's a whole lot of zeros, and it might sound like I'm the new hero. But guess what? Man, come on, man. And you know, the best thing about the situation is Devin never puts himself in a situation that the other fighter can't make their highest payday. You know what I mean? So, I mean, hey, listen, yeah, you'll never see us out. But guess what, though? I had to come to True Media, and guess what? And I'm going to tell you one thing else. The fighters going to get paid what they want, and guess what? Greg can finally get loaned what he needs.
Listen, man. Listen, you ain't okay. Do Devin Haney have a deal, $100 million deal with Zuffa Boxing and Dana White? That's what we want to know. Yes or no?
No. Listen. I can't make no more announcement of what I already done did. I done gave the people. Now, guess what? They stay tuned. And if you listen, if you don't believe me, shame on you.
The people, Bill, you got digital gunfights going on right now. People online making content. I'm watching the content on X. They debating. They challenging you. They saying you're lying. They saying you're capping. Then you got Devin Haney fans. Then you got Devin Haney fans saying that no, man, they happy. You getting generational wealth for your son. There's a battle going on, Bill. You got to clear this up. Clear it up for us, man.
Well, guess what? Oh, now's the time that you drop. What is that? Huggy Bear. Drop that Huggy Bear on them one time, man.
There's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Look, now I had this one dude, Leo from H-Town. He be on the Boxing Boys. Shout out to Leo, but he's an avid Devin Haney hater. He hate Haney with a passion. Yeah. And listen, and Leo said that. Listen, he said that if it wasn't for your son, you wouldn't be where you're at right now. I corrected him though. I say, listen. You talking about Bill Haney's past, pimping and this and that. I say, listen, but it was the sacrifices that Bill Haney made is the reason why his family is in the position that they're in right now. So you can't say you like the fruit, but don't like the tree that the fruit come from. You can't say that.
Yeah. Well, I won't deny or affirm anything of my past. One thing that I was going to say is it's in the past. So let's get back to the cash that's on the table because that's what everybody is asking about. Yeah. They're asking, is it real? And I'm saying is, will it been real deal Holyfield, man?
Man, listen, are you going to break bread with the people? That's what the people, the second question.
Okay, well, that's just what I want to say. Watch out, Houston. We coming through there. We coming through Atlanta. We coming through all the spots. And it's like Santa Claus, man. We're going to drop off and spread to the people, man. We're going to do what we got to do. Yes.
Hey, look here, man. Let me tell you something, man. Hey, you had no drop that news on X, and I had a bunch of people hitting me up. Like I say, man, well, I can't really read much into the tweet because Bill didn't say that. You just posed two things as a question. So I'm the type of guy I don't like to assume. I like to have hard facts. You know what I mean? Like, because sometimes when you assume and you say some shit, then you be wrong and you look like a damn ass. So before I jump out the window reporting anything, I'd rather be right than first. That's all I'm saying. So,
okay. Well, yeah. Listen, you don't got to jump out the window. You can walk on the front porch and you can yell to the top of your lungs. They done did it, Coach. They did it.
They say they tried to blackball you, Bill. They say they tried to blackball you. They dismersified your name and your character. They tried to keep you out.
Hey, man, listen, and it ain't nothing. And I'm gonna repeat. And you can say it over and over and over again. Blackball don't mean nothing to a nigga with black balls. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. We came in the game with that. I mean, but one thing that, like I'm saying is, I want our story to reflect that anybody can do it. You know what I'm saying? A dad and a son and a family and brothers and sisters that believe in one another. You know what I mean? And more importantly, God-fearing, because we're God-fearing and we know that none of this is happening without the blessings and the prayers of God alone that's making it happen. You know what I mean? Because we've overcome some things that traditionally, man, father and son don't overcome, so we pray a lot, Coach, we do.
Man, listen, we over here kicking in a lot of stuff like that, right? But I always say this, I say, listen, man, because I understand. I say, man, that man made sacrifices to put them in the position that they're in right now. So, you can't really hate it. Like, to defy the odds in order to get to where you at, is amazing within itself. It's kind of like, it kind of reminds me, I haven't seen this movie yet. I want to go see it, but they said in the Michael Jackson movie, you just can't make no one movie about Mike because his career is just too massive. You would have to make an album about you would have to make a movie about every album he made. That's how big he was. But I say all that to say this, you made the sacrifices like Joe Jackson. You did what you needed to do, and now, like you saying, you saying without saying that the money is real. So you saying the 100 milli. So Devin is going. Okay, so Devin getting Canelo money.
Hey, listen, man. We don't count nobody else. We ain't doing no pocket watching. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you this.
That's all they doing is pocket watching online.
Listen. At 27, to have a situation that we can pull off and be under 30, you know what I mean, and be able to make the kind of money that you know what I'm saying, is on the table for us. It's record breaking. It's you know what I mean? It's alhamdulillah, bro. That's all I can say. But you know what? I just saw something that came in, and I think that you had hit me with it. I'm not sure if you hit me with it because somebody else hit me with it. Take a look, and is that in your text?
Let me see.
Did you hit that me or did I?
Oh, let's see about TKO. Let me see. It says UFC TKO. Yeah, because TKO Holdings bought UFC and WWE. It said 1.5. It said 1.59 billion dollars. TKO's 2026 first quarter revenue. Okay.
Man, I wish people would stop talking. Listen, I wish people would stop talking about small money and start talking about the big money that's in the sport and combat sports world and the world of entertainment. Don't put it all on us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get y'all some of it. You know what I mean? Because it's out there. You know what I mean? And I hope that our story reflects that it is possible. You know what I'm saying? Stay down. You know what I mean? Until you come up. That's all. And everything that we're doing represents what the Muhammad Ali Act is all about. It's being able to get paid your worth in the open market. It's being able to explore deals that are life changing, that are career. You know what I mean? Career defining. And I think that we've always did our best, our team, to keep Devin in a position that, you know what I mean? He's right there making the things happen. You know what I mean? We've carried shows, we've carried networks, we've carried companies. And I think that this is what I'm kicking is just a reflection of a cultivation of everything.
So Bill, in order for Debo Dev, to get this legacy defining contract, he have to fight somebody. So give me some names. Who is he? I'm pretty sure he ain't gonna get $100 million deal fighting Kermit the Frog. He gonna have to fight the top guy. So give me some names? Is it Keyshawn Davis?
Who did Canelo fight?
Let's see. He fought Floyd, Kirkland, Trout.
No, I think that was before his deal. I don't know if the deal was before that, but nevertheless, what I think the Crawford, the Canelos, the Devin Haney will do and sign up to do is to fight the best fight that they can available, and that's all that we can do. You know what I'm saying? We know that we're in the mix. Devin is the best welterweight in the world. Period. So it doesn't matter who it is next. It's more important to us that there is a structure moving forward. You know what I mean? And not all this talk about what is Devin going to do next and does he have any options and all this other shit. I think that it's a great opportunity to put that narrative to bed if the people don't mind. But if the people prefer the other, then hey man, we might consider that.
Hey, you know what?
I mean? Do they like the fact that Devin is the hottest free agent in the game and able to make all of the fights that the people would like to make happen? Or do you prefer Devin showing you that he's worth all the structure that a company would like and a company would like to build off of and where?
You know, right now what I noticed, Bill, there's a lot of businessmen in boxing.
So you're gonna check.
There's a lot of businessmen in boxing right now online, And I know you say we won't cut other people's pockets, but right now, you have people from both sides. People who like Devin Haney and people who don't like Devin Haney are doing that. They're having arguments, debates about potential money that Devin Haney could or could not be doing. So one breath they say we don't pocket watch, but in the other breath they pocket watching. So I made an exception to the rules. We have something called pocket watching Tuesdays over here. But however, this is what's going on. So the people debating that, they want to know about the money because they're living vicariously through their favorite fighter or fighters. So you got to let the people know, man.
So, okay, well, to all the friends, the family, and fans, I mean, watch the pockets because we do it for you. And if you need something, hit us up. You dig what I'm saying? Now, to everybody that's not, don't worry about it, man. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it. Do your best. Do your best to put your favorite fighter in the ring so he can get him some. Unless you're not interested in it.
Hey, but look, Bill, look here, man. You don't start us some shit, boy. You don't start us some shit on this motherfucker. Hey, the game, listen, the game needs you, man. You can't be quiet. The game needs you, dog. Like, you can't be disappearing. People don't hear nothing from you. This shit been born. This shit been born. We need you back popping.
Well, I promise you, it took me a long time to process all these zeros, man. So listen, by the time I processed everything, I want to come out when we was right. You know what I mean? So I look forward to coming back the powers that be give the announcement, at the appropriate time. You know what I'm saying? I think that I did enough trouble starting. You know what I mean?
Okay, now we gonna hold you to this now. When y'all get the money, when the powers that be make the announcement, you gotta let a nigga hold something. You gotta give something back to the community, Bill. Now that's all I'm saying. Now you came from nothing. You're known. Now I've been around you, so I know for a fact that it ain't people. A whole bunch of people hate you. I've been around you. I seen people come up to you and want to take pictures with you and all that stuff there.
Coach, I promise you I need you to come with me because all my pockets will be full and so will yours. Now, come on now. But listen, let me tell the people. Coach, you do a great job. And anything that I do, is not a reflection of a payment for anything, but it will be appreciation and a show of gratitude to everyone that's been in this journey with us. May no man be denied of anything with us.
Man, Bill, listen, man. I on the real, like I said before, I like what I see going. It's a different era. What I will say, it appears that the Zuffa boxing. Let me ask you this: what do you think about what's going on? Because from what I'm seeing, it seems like it's a power struggle. I know you ain't got nothing to do with this, but it seems like there's a power struggle. You see what's going on with Eddie, how he feel about Dana White and Zuffa. Oscar De La Hoya. He it's like he's obsessed with him. What do you see going on in that power dynamic right there? People looking at Zuffa like they counting him out. They ain't got nothing going on. It's over with for him. This for the people who don't like him. But I'm hearing it's the total opposite of that. What say you?
Well, you know what? I'm doing everything, praying and hoping that everyone can come together to make the biggest and the best fight happen because I hope that everybody that the powers that be can come together to make the best fights happen. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's what I want to be. I want to be.
Hey, what do you think about, Bill? What do you think about we have Top Rank, they landed on their feet, they got the deal with DAZN. Of course, Matchroom is with DAZN. Of course, Golden Boy is with DAZN. Two of the I want to say 3 or 4 big well-known American promotional companies, they're all with DAZN. Then you got Queensberry. So you have 4 of the major promotional companies with DAZN. PBC is the only one that's not. You get what I'm saying? So can you foresee maybe a PBC eventually going over there to DAZN, all the promotional companies on one platform?
I can't, like I said, I can't speak for anyone but me. We're willing to work with everybody that can be worked with. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone hasn't worked with us, that's on them because we've tried to do everything. I think our last situation we done what we could to work with PBC, and there was no money.
Yeah.
And I think that, everyone said is we should bet on ourselves and all that.
Wait, what does bet on yourself mean? I got a GED, so you got to help me out. What does that mean?
Well, I mean, I think that we've done our best and taking the situation into our hands, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what betting on yourself, okay? And God willing, inshallah, we'll have an announcement soon. And what we were able to bet on ourselves, we'll be able to offer somebody something where they couldn't offer us anything. I don't want to ever go into something and saying that. You know what I mean? So you can look for us offering somebody something versus not. You know what I mean? Even though, we're straight. You know what I mean? I think what he said was, he was straight and we should be able to find ours. So we managed a way to find ours and his. You know what I mean? And we'll be back. Well, look. Listen, tell Debo. I said that. Look, man, Bill. I got to work with you because you the manager and the promoter. Bill, look, man. Listen, I need a contract. Tell Debo. Tell the Sheik. Tell whoever, Dana, whoever. Look here, man. I want the smoke. I mean, I ain't got no issues, but you know what I mean. Yeah. I don't want much. You ain't got to break the bait with me. Just give me a little meal. I'll come out of retirement. Look, you work with that kind of money shit. I'm gonna tell you though, we couldn't. No. All bullshit aside, we couldn't do it without you guys. You know what I'm saying? Period. So we all bullshit aside. All the including IKEA, including Blue Blood, you know what I mean? BF. 7-8, everyone. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't be in this position that we're in if we didn't have you guys, because we know that traditional media, or I don't want to say old media, but I just want to say traditional. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? Because they're still got their same thing, and I don't think that we could mix it up the way that we did if we didn't have you guys. So I always feel in debt to come over, share news, talk. Do whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, Bill. Listen, Dev got a big enough name. You gotta go over there. You gotta go in that streaming world too, bro. You gotta do that. He can do it. And listen, Sean. Okay, if Dev don't do it, Sean can do it. Yeah, man, go in the streaming world, bro. I mean, you ain't gotta do the gang goofy shit that's what's going on with AB and stuff like that. He got a substance abuse problem, but it appears. But you get what I'm saying? You got to cover all the bases.
I promise you, bro. Our main plan is to go in this gym and stay ready to fuck these niggas up. Period. That's what our whole job is right now. At Devin at 27 is to be the best fighter in the world. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And take all the fades. So and the streaming is part of it. But as a youngster, you know what I'm saying? Growing up in boxing, right? Devin's whole thing has been always to be a fighter. That's why you can see what he's leaning into. He's training like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Where other guys say they're not training and they leave all these other excuses. I think that's why he's also picked for his professionalism and is willing to the main narrative be the fight game.
So, but Bill, is there a we talk about this before on this show, but do you feel that there's an effort, so to speak, because I do know that a lot of these promotional companies, they do use bots, disinformation campaigns that's going on. That's a part of it. And, you do a good job in trying to put out certain media fires and stuff like that. Cause we know it's a dirty game in the background. How do you navigate through that? Cause you're working with people. Some of these people may not like you.
Yeah. But you got to understand, and then for anybody else that's listening, right? Because they work the box and all that, but they also know how much resistance you give them as well. So, I mean, if they're getting resistance and they're spending and they're campaigning and they're spending money for bots and all those other things, then they feel it. You know what I'm saying? They can feel by once they stop spending with the bots what it looks like. You know what I mean? So, it becomes one of them things that hopefully with me is you can't beat us, so join us.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, for the most,
because our shit is real. Our shit is real. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
if you really, you really want your shit covered, you really want it to what's the name, then you do just like I do. Organically go over and you know what I mean, and answer the questions, answer the tough questions.
You was the, you and Devin was the first ones that I can remember that really started this social media stuff. What is a fighter? Started his own podcast, not podcast, but his own YouTube channel. Yeah, like you started it before it really became popular for this generation. Do you feel that you guys get the credit for that, or people just forgotten all about that?
I mean, you look at the situation that we're in right now and can tell that, we've been given the credit and now we're starting to get the cash.
Man, that's amazing, bro. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I mean, of course, you in a better situation than I am from a knowledge standpoint. So you would know more about this than me. Again, man, if y'all can get that kind of bread, bro, Lord have mercy, man. That's generational wealth. Congratulations. And bro, like it's very inspirational because just coming from where you came from, where you and Dev came from, and then get to this point. And he's 27 years old, almost 30. And like I said, you know more than I do. So, like you said, when the powers that be decide to announce it, so be it. But yeah, man, that's hella fire, bro. That's hella fire for you to be able to pull that off. If you're able to do it.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to this next chapter in Devin's career. Inshallah, we'll, the powers that be and everything, and then Devin will get together and roll out the good news that we're looking for. All right.
All right. All right. Shout out to Bill. Yes, sir.
Right.
All right, we'll see. So, listen, shout out to Bill Haney, shout out to Devin Haney. So Bill came on the scene and let us know, you know what I mean? Hey, man, I guess he say the money is real. The money is real. He say the 100 million is real. You get what I'm saying? And, I mean, that's what he say. So we're going to find out. So I don't know, again, I don't know who it's with. Bill didn't really let the cat out the bag, and it's probably because he can't, probably because they're negotiating or whatever the case may be, but I don't know the structure of this said deal. I don't know what you guys got out of this, what Bill Haney said. Did he bring clarity to you? Let me drop the phone line. Let me drop the phone lines. As a matter of fact, it's almost 6. We're gonna do part 2 to this. Did he bring clarity to you? Do you have a better understanding of what's really going on? Does it sound more real or tangible to you? Or do you think it's cap? You know what I mean? Well, let's give everybody a round of applause in the chat. Cause I don't know. I'll tell you, I don't know. I don't know a goddamn thing. Ain't nobody told me nothing. You know what I mean? And so this is the first time I've heard from Bill, in a little bit, and he came and confirmed. So I really appreciate him doing that. I really appreciate them doing that. You know what I mean? So, because one thing about me, man, like I say, I'd rather be right than be first. Do you get what I'm saying? I'd rather be right than be first. Because I hear a lot of stuff, but it's a lot of stuff I hear about I don't really talk about because I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Do you get what I'm saying? And I think that's what people like about me. They like, well, you know what? We know Coach. One thing about Coach, 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 I don't practice lying. You get what I'm saying? And if I don't know something, I'm gonna tell you I don't know. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, though. I don't know. They may know something I don't know, but I don't know, fam. I don't have any inside scoop on that. I'm gonna tell you that. You get what I'm saying? You feel me? And then I'm gonna tell you what I can tell you when I can tell it to you. So shout out to Ramon. He said the chat believe in Debo. F it. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, listen, Ramon said the chat believe in Debo. That's all that matters. Jason said cap. Okay. Jason said cap. Mark said yes, sir, 100. Let's see. Daniel said no. Bill danced around the questions like he always does. Green Eyes P said true. Let's see. Shout out to Dr. Boston. He said more info to come, Cole. More info to come, then. They breaking the bank. They breaking the bank. Bill, is it safe to say they're gonna break the bank? We got to do a part 2 to this. Is it safe to say they're going to break the bank? Hey, look here. Ramon, is it safe to say Debo is breaking the bank? Is it safe to say that? He said, all I hear from Bill was, we must internalize the flashulation. Gold rush. My brother, since you said that, it's only right that I hit you with this.
We must internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate, to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumvent, circumcise the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation.
Hey, what you say, WMS 7702? He say why he say showing us like it's a code or something. I think what he mean by that, brother, is this: you want to be on the winning team. What he's saying is he's opening up his doors. He's willing to open his doors up to allow those who may be on the fence to have an opportunity to jump on the bandwagon and be a part of the winning team. I think he just offering an olive branch. I think that's what he meant by that. Again, I'm not sure, but you asking, why did he say that? That's what I think he mean. You know what I mean? Shout out to Kendall Price. He said it's breaking the bank if the deposit hasn't hit. hey man, I was just saying, I was like, shit, they're gonna get $100 million, boy. Yeah, right, boy. Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. I don't know how I'm gonna, if I ever get $100 million, this I don't need $100 million. If I get $1 million, I ain't gonna know how to act. True. Nah, that's bullshit. I know that $1 million ain't no money. I know that for a fact. $1 million ain't no money. So I mean, it's something, but it ain't. You can spend that shit in a day. One day that shit goes. So yeah, it depends on what you spend it on. So yeah, I mean, but yeah, still, all bullshit aside, if I get $1 million right now, I mean, because I know what to do with it, because I done made all the mistakes already. I done fucked up some money. I ain't gonna lie. I'm saying in the past. I ain't never had $1 million, but I'm saying at one time I never had that. But I don't fucked up some thousands, bro. I have, you know what I mean? Just trying to learn different things and stuff like that. And it's not like tricking or spending money on frivolous stuff. No, it's really just trying to learn stuff. Like, when you don't have a mentor, you got to try to figure it out on your own. And when you're figuring out on your own, you're using your own money. You run through money, trying to learn some shit. And I'm telling you, bro, it be like that. For next time you know, goddamn it, it is what it is. Shout out the doggone Brandy, sweet like candy. But that's a beautiful woman now, boy. Whole lot of pretty honey dips in the. And what the honey dips at? So what's some at? Shout out to Keisha. There go Keisha. That's another one right there. You see what I'm saying? See, the honey dips is another. See, we need more honey dip subscribers. That's what we need. We need more honey dips. Matter of fact, let's pray. Let's say a special prayer that the boxing gods just rain on us a bunch of honey dips. Say, Lord, please, Lord, we just want some more honey dips, Lord. Just please, just let the honey dips just give us a chance, Lord. Just let them come over here and just, you get what I'm saying? We need more, because, I don't want to pander to, I need to probably watch more women's boxing, because I don't watch women's boxing like that. To be fair, I don't, you know what I mean? I watch the big names, Katie Taylor, Manna Serrano, Clarissa Shields, Alicia Baumgartner, stuff like that. Everybody else is kind of like, you get what I'm saying? So, we just need some more honey dips. There's a honey dip drought in boxing, because when I go to fights, you see a whole lot of women in the boxing ring. It'd be a whole lot, not in the boxing ring. It'd be a whole lot of women at the arena when you go to boxing events. So women do watch boxing. They may be going in there with their boyfriend or their husband or something like that, boy. The family night, but that's what they do. I want to dedicate this show to the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Let's give everybody a shout out. Let me go ahead and pull my mixing board right here. Shout out to Dr. Boston. School old X-Man. He said, Coach, I think we got the most honey dips over here to any boxing channel. Shout out to Green Eyes P. Shout out to the lovely Keisha. Brandon Sweet Like Candy. Dr. Mario. Let's give a shout out to the callers. Leo from H-Town. Leo, you got to get that hate out your heart, man, and come on and join the bandwagon. Just jump on the bandwagon, Leo. That's okay. We ain't going to tell nobody. Shout out to Jamie from New York. Leo from H-Town. Coach Eddie from the ATL. And we got to give a shout out to Bill Haney. I didn't know he was going to call. To be fair, I didn't know he was going to call. Shout out Shout out to Dean the Great, man. I hope he can help AB get right, man. But AB seems like he don't want to act right. Let's see. Shout out to Schoolo X-Man. Shout out to my main man G5 from the Bronx. The Boogie Down. Shout out to Dr. Mario. Hey man, shout out to that boy, man. We got Daniel Dubois. Who that is, Daniel Dubois, for fighting Waterley. He fighting Waterley tomorrow. You know what, man? Daniel Dubois don't grow on me, man. I like his mentality, like his attitude. I'm riding with Daniel Dubois in that fight. I'm like, man, you know what, man? I'm gonna just ride with Dubois. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow, though. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow. Shout out to my main man, the one, Mr. Ham. The lovely Akila, man. Shout out to Jay Bleezy. Jay Bleezy, what's up, baby? Hey, what did he say? He said this show today was needed. Hey, Ramon, you got to hold the line, dog. Hold the line. You ride with Debo Dev, hold the line. Do not let them discourage you or knock you off the path. Hold the line. Shout out to doggone Clinton. Listen, man, I'm trying to get me some of that goddamn money. I'm like, man, shit, listen, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'll be thankful. I'll be grateful. I'll be like, you know what, dog? I tell you what, you know what I mean? Cause I'm gonna do the right thing with the money. Cause I ain't gonna trick. I don't do no drugs. I mean, I smoke my weed and shit. You know I'm gonna do that. But I don't do none of that. I ain't finna be buying all this frivolous shit. Like, you know me, like, I put shit back into the business. You know, I got my lights. I got 3-4 cameras around. I got another podcast we doing for the barbershop. Our second podcast, almost at 2,000 subscribers. Bossum of Coach Malachi. We all got almost 2,000 over there. Y'all please go to Bossum of Coach Malachi. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to that channel for me, man. Help the old boy out. Hit the like button. Let everybody know what time it TI is. And I'm gonna give everybody else a shout out right after these messages. Hey, shout out to Jason Phillips. Dr. Boxing. Shaku Hands. The lovely Keisha. Who else we got in the building? Jamie from New York. My main man, Corey. Corey, what's going on, brother, man? I ain't seen you since 1972. Shout out to, let's see. Shout out to Goldie in the Mac. We got Shaku Hands. Who else we got? We got Jason. We got my main man, Schoolo. Kendall Price. The lovely Akila. Let's see who else we got, man. We got my main man, Daniel, man. H-Town, stand up. We got H-Town T. Who else we got in the building, man? We got H-Town T. Shout out to Clint Cummins. Let's see. We got Jason Phillips. We have, shout out to Coach Eddie from the ATL. Gold Rush. Dr. Mario. And anyone else I might have forgotten. Shout out to Mr. Boring. You know my motto, don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace. We gonna make it do what it do, man. I want y'all to hold on. Hold on, y'all keep holding on, man. Better days are coming. Regardless of how hard it is, it may be for you right now. Better days are coming, man. Just keep fighting, keep believing, keep fighting. That's all you gotta keep fighting. Just keep fighting. Yeah, if you don't know how to swim, dog pedal. Keep your head above water until you get on land. Everybody go through rough patches in life, but guess what? Tough things. The tough things you go through in life gonna build character and gonna make you the man or woman that you are to become. Trust me. Just don't give up. Just keep fighting. You dig? Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.